All right. Welcome back to The Bunker Show. We're going to start off with some voicemail feedback from one of our rabid fans.
Hey, which show is this?
This is podcast episode number 150.
Hey!
This is Paul the Rock God, Paul the Rock God, calling from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, for the Bunker Project. And I just want to say congratulations to Bob and Andrew on show number 150. That's quite an accomplishment to have that many great shows on the internet. And I've only been part of it for the last year, but I hope to be around for number 200 and even 300. So again, congratulations, and have a great party when you on number 150.
All right.
And this is podcast episode number 150. We've got a full show full of awesome content that we may or may not get to.
Hey, we got some giveaways.
Got some great prizes courtesy of...
We got our dancing girls.
And we're going to get right into it after this.
All right. Hey, sponsor.
Right.
We forgot the sponsor again.
The sponsor is Brewmaster Black. And we got one more piece of voicemail feedback we're going to play.
Well, let's do that right now.
Get into the show.
Cool.
Hi, Mavens. It's Norm. Just want to wish you happy 150. Looking forward to the next 150 and being part of the magic. Anyways, have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Norm.
Thanks, Norm.
Way to go, Norm.
I like the way he can hear click. He's got one of those old-fashioned phones. That was with a real phone. Because if it was a mobile, it would just disappear. It's a click,
Come
clink.
on, Norm.
Wow.
You got to call us in with a digital phone.
No way. I like it. The analog phone is so cool.
I like the old clunk.
Two cans with a string between them.
Yeah.
2 cans of
Gotta
beer.
wax the string, though.
Just 2 cans of beer. The hell with the string.
Yeah.
Just yell across the room. Yeah, this is great. This is awesome.
Okay,
2 cans of Okanagan Black.
Oh, hey, that's our sponsor. You know, we almost got to the show without mentioning our sponsor. Thanks, Ken.
All right.
What a jerk.
So we got some prizes today.
Oh, yeah. One of them is a date with Bob. Second prize is
2 dates with Bob.
exactly. Yes, yeah. You know, you gotta give them those one-liners. Get them warmed up. Thank y'all. Our drummer's sick today. Actually, we can do that as special effects, but you know, it's just
you got
it's cliche. It's cliche. Yeah. What are you gonna say? Hey, we got all sorts of tech news. We're actually gonna do some show notes this week.
Yeah,
just to be different.
Notes.
You know, 150 shows. We should really get to some of the show notes we've
get
been writing
organized,
down.
yeah.
Remember that one time we had 38 pages of show notes? We didn't even get to them.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, for
Bob,
you, 38 pages of research. Like,
it was.
fuck.
That was the time that Bob did the show notes by himself. I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
was that the time we did
And,
like 2 minutes of social media in an hour?
Oh, I don't know. It was a lot of.
It was, anyways. It was
talk.
like he had this stack of paper. It was like huge, and we never got to even one story. I think we did one story actually, and it was by mistake. Someone else mentioned it. But anyways, yeah, we got a whole full show. We got some prizes. I think maybe we would just give some out at random. Do you want to do
a random prize?
a random prize?
Oh no! I tell you what. Let's do
Hashtag?
a quick. Okay, let's figure out a hashtag for the show. What do you want to do?
Pound
Hashtag.
Bunker Project.
Bunker 150.
Yeah,
well then I have
Bunker
to.
150. Yeah, Bunker 150.
I'll just stick with Bunker.
Yeah,
Listen
stick
to the
with-
Yeah,
Twitter.
because we don't have enough hashtag action already. So
Yeah, we gotta want
we
to stick with
know
Bunker Project.
sucky hashtags. Speaking of hashtags, I mentioned this earlier. There's this young lady that I was doing some intercourse with over Facebook, and that's British for
Bob,
never
excuse
mind.
me?
And anyways, she did a whole line of hashtags. It's like, where did you learn? So,
Well, we
yeah.
do know where.
Oh, come on.
We do know where she learned.
And
Well,
he will not be named.
No. She said she actually said she didn't listen to him, and that's why she did what she did. And so, you know.
Oh, bull.
Anyways, yeah, interesting. So I wanted to bring her up in the show because now I can go onto that same feed and say, oh, by the way, we talked about you on our bunker project, which will
Great example of what not to do.
Yeah, well, you know, she wants to change the world by learning how to communicate using Facebook words. and have a more harmonic
move on to
existence
something more
and
interesting?
save the whales and that type of
Yawn.
stuff.
Yeah, that wasn't in the show notes. That was a
Yawn.
digression. Everybody
I
gets to
know.
have a drink.
Hey, what can I say? I'm a bum.
All right, so we'll do some at random, some prizes at random, and we're also going to do
Do
some.
we get to say who we are really quick?
Yeah, we're going to do that too.
Actually,
And-
let's do
but
that.
the contest, though, the hashtag contest will be.
Oh, yeah.
Putting up a memorable moment from the Bunker Project.
Shit,
in
and let
the
me get my
past.
phone.
Oh, it's way too early for that.
Yeah, but by
I'll
the
just
time...
wait till you've had 2 beers each.
Yeah, but the thing is, we'll be so pissed we won't
No, but
remember.
you have
Oh,
to
you're
just-
not drinking.
I'm sober.
Dad,
You have
it's
to
not
just
fair.
tweet it.
Give me the prize now, because
Well,
you'll
it's
all
a-
be drunk.
all right.
We all know Bonnie's going to
Yeah,
win.
it's a party pack of
She's the-
condoms.
she's the best tweeter
it's the
here.
first prize.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Let's do the round table.
Let's do that round table. All right, start out with the sober one, Bonnie.
At B. Sainsbury on Twitter. The Twitter Maven.
Yay!
Although I'm a little pissed with them. We'll
Atta
talk
girl.
about that later.
Okay, we will have a little bit of Twitter gossip. Excellent, excellent.
That's interesting.
Yes, dear.
Margaret.
Margaret.
BC_insurance gal, and the other half of Women Talking Tech.
Yes, I'm the other half of
You know,
Women
I just-
Talking Tech.
I'm smiling. I just so want to say, but I won't. I'll be good. I'll be good. Oh, I got the finger. I got the finger.
Because I know what you want to say.
Starts with R. Okay.
And then we have Neil from iTech Global who refuses to speak, but I'm
It's
speaking.
like he's blushing. He's
Come
pre-read.
on.
Oh no! I thought I was
You
having
can do
a
it.
stroke.
You can do it.
No.
You just say hi.
Actually, you get him in a Chinese restaurant. Can't shut the guy up. I tell you.
It's true.
You know, he speaks amazing Mandarin. So. You wouldn't
Bob,
know.
he speaks Japanese, not Mandarin.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can have his mic. Dibs on Neil's mic. So you're gonna have to go over there. We're not gonna reconfigure the room for you. No, not for you, dude.
Yeah,
not for
see,
you,
if you're
dude.
not going to talk, that's it.
Dude. Oh, a dude. Oh, actually, what happened to
It's a
there was
dudette.
another dude. He's gone. We scared him off, didn't we?
Yeah, and that would be Ian. He's here for the first time.
Yeah.
On the 150th.
All right.
Ooh.
He's a happening dude. He's a happening
And
dude.
we scared the crowd.
More
but-
beer.
We scared the crap
I
out of him
just
when he
went
ran
to
away.
Yeah. Well, you got to respect it. And then we have this. Now I knew she has a sister who's in town who's really, really cool. She's got this red hair, but this is her evil twin sister with the dark hair.
Otherwise known as Stephanie at Wildfire Effect. And super fan of Social Media Club Vancouver, everybody. Social Media Club Vancouver.
Aren't you
All right.
like the Prez or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, I think I've seen you also on that show, Women Talking Tech.
yeah.
But she's not a super fan.
I am so a super
Yeah,
fan.
she is.
Talking tech.
Yeah, well, she's not a super fan of our show.
You are in so much trouble. Sound Sugarcar from Genesis Designs at Genesis Designs on Twitter.
Oh, that's very good. That's it? That's all we're going to get?
That's
No
it.
digressions?
Just say SEO.
But I'm thirsty.
Okay, I'm Paul the Rock God at Paul the Rock God. I'm an international karaoke rock star.
Oh, yeah.
How's that?
Specializing in rock ballads, I hear.
Everything. Rock,
Yeah.
rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Rock
so
and
they call me the Rock God. Bob.
Oh, I thought it was to do about your huge... Never mind. And we have a gentleman here on...
A new person, in fact.
Get on the mic.
My name being Hugh the Interloper, because this is my first time here as well.
Excellent. Hugh, on the mic. Eat the mic.
Pardon me. This
That's-
mic is delicious, but, the air is also, so I might
You
perhaps
gotta
need
get
away.
right on it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Perhaps that might be better.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Now you're doing it.
Fantastic.
Let's get a close-up there for that's the porn
So
camera.
yes, Hugh the Interloper, found on Twitter absolutely nowhere. So if I'm not in real life, I'm not on the internet. So
Wow.
Really?
I don't know if I'm allowed in the room, Frank.
Oh, absolutely. Do you have a cell phone?
So apparently he's going to be buying
Guilty as
around.
charged.
Oh,
That'd be
there you
great.
go. It's not that bad.
No, it's
Do you have a fax machine?
I carrier pigeon is my preference.
I do know one guy, and
Okay, you
he's
can
the
come
most
back.
amazing. He doesn't even have a typewriter. He handwrites stuff. No computer, no typewriter, no fax, and he just got a mobile phone, and everybody is giving him the hardest time about it. He hates it. Anyways, Big James.
But yeah, I brought. That is a nice mic I've got today.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. It's very. Anyway, we're waiting for the karaoke Mike
Yeah,
Master
the
to
karaoke
adjust.
mic master's like trying to figure it out.
We'll get back to you guys in a sec.
Yeah. I got a good joke. You guys want to hear it? It's a terrible joke.
Who are you?
Is it racist?
Yeah, kind of.
Is it put down Americans?
Well, no. It's
Oh.
actually. So how many bobs does it take to
Oh,
screw
here.
in a light bulb?
Oh, at least 4.
Well, actually, it's supposed to be how many little people does it take?
Oh,
But so
nice.
does anybody know?
No, how many?
One, because they have step ladders. They're not dumb.
Yeah, that's true. I used to be in
See, listen,
basketball.
Ken's like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done. Okay.
Get him off the mic, for God's sake.
I am the artist formerly known as Twisted Magic.
No, for tax reasons.
No, that's me. I'm just making a Prince joke.
Well, you are very precious.
Yeah, but at Twisted_Magic MAGIC on Twitter.
I know. I'm bleeding from my tongue.
I'll get you. And I am the resident gaming specialist, I guess.
Yeah, he's a gameable guy.
Whatever.
All right, and we have our one of our salubrious co-hosts.
Gaming with James later. Oh, hang on.
Here he is. Is he coming out of the
I'm
closet?
also one of the talent bookers for Women Talking Tech.
Yeah. That's a little
Okay, we have to give him that. He's found some really cool shows.
Hey, wait a minute. He's not a woman.
No.
Oh, but he's not talking, though.
He's just using Women Talking Tech to pick up chicks.
Sex appeal.
I know somebody with a Google Hangout. Want to see my Google Hangout?
Man.
It's an old line, James.
All right.
What was that? Hey, look at. I mean, the guy is the master of the sausage fest. What can you say? You know. So I just had to put that one in.
I don't have a mic on me.
I know.
Exactly. All right, so I'm Andrew McGivern at Podcast Hero on Twitter, co-host of The Bunker Show and The Maven Interview Show. And
what else?
On to Bob.
Oh, hey, I'm Bob. How's it going, man? Duh. Oh, yeah. You can go, Google me, Bob Garlick, Garlick, and be amazed. I was the other day.
And he's a hiker.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're on Facebook, he goes up the mountain.
I run around the mountain, stuff like that.
Like your family won't let you hang around on Sundays?
Yeah, exactly. So get the hell out of the house. Saturdays, too. They're bidding for Saturdays as well. Just get out, Bob. Get out, please. For God's sake. The kids.
Well,
you're screwing with the kids.
You're a big geocacher.
I don't do as much anymore. I do a lot of maintenance because I got like 150, 140 geocaches up in the mountains. So if you got to hike 6.5 hours to replace a logbook, that's such a pain in the butt. I've realized after, man, this is like a full-time job every summer.
No wonder nobody else has claimed that territory.
Yeah, it's...
really, does it say
so why don't you explain
Bob was
for
here?
For people who don't know, why
Bob was here again.
Quickly, really quickly, what a nutshell.
Somebody else has been here.
What
a geocache is.
Oh, it's like an international treasure hunt using a GPS device. You can use your phone, but I don't recommend it for my caches because, you're up in the mountains, and I don't care if you've got a Samsung or an iPhone. It does not work because they just don't talk to the satellites when you're in a bunch of trees.
Yeah.
But I do, funny enough, I do run into a lot of people, 4.5 hours into hiking, they're stumbling around the bush with their iPhone saying, that my GPS isn't working. I said, dude, you're not even getting a phone signal out here.
So how does it work then? Can anybody put a geocache anywhere and just register it?
Yeah, you just, become a member of geocaching.com and place a cache. Find some caches first. There's like 4 million of them out there, so... you've got to have some in your neighborhood.
So I could go up and put caches right next to your cache?
No, you got to be 150 meters away minimum.
So, Bob, are there caches in urban centers as well?
Yes, there are.
I was just thinking it's Foursquare for hikers.
Yeah, it is. Actually, Foursquare tried to get into it where they had these games that were... Yeah, it is. Craig's here, too. And I know, from Australia. It's awesome.
James!
Dude, get a mic. Be a man. Get a mic.
So spin it around.
Either that or learn sign language.
All right.
Just spin it around and sit there.
Sit in the middle.
No. He'll be in a bunch of cables. I would not like him there. If he fucks up, it's a bad idea. Trust me, because he'll fall over and all the cables
on
will
with
be
the
off.
show. So we got everybody now.
On time instead of disrupting us.
I'm just here to drink.
We got everybody but the two in the Hangout. Ken, you're up.
Okay. I'm just
Jack.
And you can find me at Twitter at KenAMCG. And, I do broadcast stuff. I do internet stuff, stuff like that.
He's a stuff guy.
He does lots of stuff.
He's a sound expert.
He's got a stuff overdose happening.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And
I teach stuff, too.
That's true, indeed.
Yep, at that Teddy Bear Factory.
Hey.
No name take.
Oh, that wasn't dirty. Oh, sorry.
Cosplay expert. Craig? Oh, yeah, that was
And we got the guy that sent us the beer. He's a legend over here.
Oh, yeah, he's a legend in our minds.
Yes, legend in my own time.
I've still got those bottles sitting on the top of my bookshelf.
Yeah, actually, I revisited the YouTube of that. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
We looked so much younger back then.
Back then. Was that like 6 months ago?
That was 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago. That's before I had my bald spot.
Aged quickly.
That was before Andrew had a mini Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh, that was exactly.
Ooh, yes,
Before I had teenagers.
So who is this Craig guy?
Hey, Craig, did you know that Andrew has 2 more mini Andrews on the way?
I know. He's just trying to get it all out of the way in one big hit.
There's a glut in the market. The price has just dropped right through the floor. You can't, you pick them up for nothing now.
Except
if the maintenance fee's a killer. So,
the maintenance fees. Yeah.
So, do we know about Craig yet?
Yep.
Besides
yes. I'm Craig Griffiths. You can find me at Ask Find Buy. I run Ask Find Buy. Just do other things around. I just bought a building recently, which is a great way to spend $1.2 million that you didn't have. But
what do you got in the building? Drugs?
No, it's a medical centre. It's really good.
Well, that's what I said, didn't I?
Drugs. That's actually, as you mentioned, it's actually packed to the rim with that sort of crap. But no, my brother-in-law rents 2 of the offices in it, and a for sale sign went out the front. And he rang me up and said, the building's for sale. So we just went and bought it. It's really good.
Wow, so you're one of those landowners.
It's a bit hard to explain to the wife why our mortgage is now 4 times bigger than it ever was before. But
yeah, that's how you...
It's okay.
You can just leverage the mortgage and get some new mics.
You can just say we get free pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, let's go party at Craig's place.
Yeah.
You could do a podcast about
pharmacy. Again, baby. It's all right.
Not that you'd want any of that
So I guess the next care package from Craig.
Oh, that'd be awesome. We need some of that Breaking Bad
shit. You tip the beer out and guess what's in the bottom. That'll be the important
What was the
part.
stuff that they needed in Breaking Bad? Methylamine. Yeah. Could you just send us some methylamine? Just mail it to us with a couple of beers.
Send a 44-gallon drum of it. I think that can't be illegal. It's a 44-gallon drum.
Trade show supplies.
Yeah,
that's right. Promotional material.
Yeah, promotional material for trade show distribution.
All right, we got one more person in the house.
Trade show distribution.
He's looking around like he doesn't know what's going on.
Good evening.
G'day, mate. It's it's Australian friend. And actually, Craig is from England, and because of that, we have to have an Australian come in here from Canada.
Listen, after winning the Ashes, this is one time I'm very proud to be English as opposed to Australian. So here's to the English Ashes winners.
All right.
Thank you.
And for anyone else who's in the Hangout, that's actually a cricket game.
Oh.
A very important cricket game.
I can see the rest of the room going, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're pretty much right on there.
That only meant something between me and him.
No, I think it's great. Hey, Craig, you're distorting on your mic, so just to let you know.
He got excited.
I know. Well, it's an exciting-looking mic. What can I say?
So, talking about Australian.
Yes, let's talk about him.
Okay, so has anybody in the room, besides about 3 people, seen...
Picnic at Hanging Rock?
No. The Australian Prime Minister talking about gay marriage to a fundamentalist Christian.
From where?
From Australia.
Oh, okay. From the States. Was it? Was it good?
I am so impressed by the Australian Prime Minister.
Which one? We swap them around.
It was a guy.
Paul Rudd, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Was a chubby guy?
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call him chubby.
Maybe like a rudely plump.
Okay, no, so he was,
He's well fed.
Yes, he is well fed. Anyway,
Craig, you're too quiet now.
I recommend it because it's just an amazing video of a politician that puts down this fundamentalist.
Puts her in her place, didn't put it? She can put her down
in his place.
All right.
Well, there was New Zealand did something cool too.
Did they?
Yeah, they made it very difficult to become a patent troll in the software business.
I think that's
my heroes.
Yeah, that is very, very, very. And didn't Australia do that too? I thought it was Australia as well.
Did they?
That part of the world,
Craig, any news over there?
New Zealand sort of just does things before us as a rule. They're quite good at that.
Yeah, Craig. Now you're a little quiet. Sorry.
Okay, I'll turn up again.
Attaboy.
How's that?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Get yourself.
You got the sweet spot now. That's
there
great.
There you go.
All right, as usual, it took 20 minutes to get to the show notes.
Yeah, let's get on with the fucking show.
I love those beads, baby. Love those beads.
Come on, we've had shows where 45 minutes was the show.
Yes.
That was the round
This is
table,
the part of the show where we go. Bob and I flip through the pages and go, nah.
Let's talk about Facebook.
Nexus 5. Anybody heard about Nexus 5?
Big Ben? What's going on here?
No.
Well, actually, the Nexus 5, they did let it slip. Did you guys see the pictures?
In the Kit Kat.
In Canada.
In the Kit Kat.
It was the Kit Kat launch. They had a couple of... It got broadcast on Canada for some strange reason, but then they came back without the phones. So they're like 5 inches.
And they showed the logo, right? Nexus 5.
Yeah, you know, the new system they've got...
it's the Android operating system.
Yes,
they
Kit
name
Kat.
it after desserts. And last one was ice cream sandwich, and this one's now called
No, the last
Kit
one was
Kat.
Jelly Bean.
Sorry, I always skip
So it's
J.
candy. We're on.
No, because they started
He
out with...
skips J because he puts the J in magic.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I love Jelly Bean.
But Kit Kat, I mean, it's a great little branding platform.
And Kit Kat is going along with
video.
Oh, damn right, Sarah.
The spoof video was hilarious.
It
Yeah.
was.
I know, it is really good.
spectacular.
But
The Apple video?
if you're in the States, you can pick up the special Kit Kat one with the Android icon guy on it. And if you're lucky, you can win a 7-inch Android tablet. Now,
Nice.
yeah, but because of demand, there is only one available. So,
As we know, there is a
asking.
lot of demand.
Oh yeah, he's demanding it. Give me the damn tab. Well, actually, the Nexus 4 you can't even buy anymore. It's sold out globally.
No, they
I
just
have one
you
for
can.
sale.
No, I just went online today.
Oh, you can get one.
And it says they ship in 2 to 3 days. And they dropped the price
To
from
$199.
$199 for the 8 gigabyte and $249.
Yep, they're not manufacturing anymore.
So the Nexus 4, that's the one that
It's
they dropped.
discontinued. Yep.
Yeah, because they're coming out with the 5.
Yep.
And we know
You
that
know,
they
well, they
never
did-
lie about timelines, right? Never, ever.
Well, of
No.
course, because it's Google and they're not
you
evil.
know, it's good. It's a good time to drop the
You're no
price and make it
evil.
easy to get
evil.
into.
Get rid of that
awesome
old
device.
stocks. I can't believe they dropped for $100. I want my
I
money
know.
Yeah.
Me too.
back. Actually, there was a guy. He was
Isn't there
bitching
something
about
else
it.
coming out next
They
week?
refunded it for him.
I don't know, something that doesn't
Something.
count.
I don't know.
always
Something-
Apple.
Also, yeah, the also rans.
Is an Apple? Yeah. You know what? I'm really sad because I used to. Hey, Marcella, baby.
He walked in like Kramer.
I know he did. Except he doesn't have the hair for it. Where's your better half?
He came sliding in.
Oh, did someone? Oh,
I thought it was your
sad.
Shawniversary today.
Shawniversary?
Yeah, it is his Shawniversary today.
Or clawsiversary?
What does that mean?
His boyfriend's name.
No.
Shawniversary?
Byron.
Isn't it?
It's about
Byron.
he's been at Shaw for a year.
Shawniversary.
Dumbass.
Okay. I didn't get it.
God, you're fired.
I'm fired.
Oh, well.
Hey, let's talk about the show.
Shawniversary. I get it now.
Let's talk about like something else. Let's go.
Talk about something else.
I don't know.
What about
No,
you don't
I
think
wanna
Kit
talk-
Kat is? You don't think Kit Kat's a good
If I get
topic?
beads,
It
I'll
is a
have to
good
take my shirt
topic.
Oh yeah, yeah. You need some beads, baby.
So do you
Give him
think
some beads.
do you think it's good for Nestle or is it good for Google? Who's
Both.
winning here?
Both.
It's a win-win.
It's a
Oh, it's a huge win. Are you
it's a good
kidding?
win.
That's like
So who paid whom?
There's no money. There's no money
It was
involved.
just a nice deal.
It's a branding.
Quick question for
Yes.
you.
What's the quiz question?
Isn't Android putting together an operating system for desktop?
Well, they got Google. They got Chrome.
They got Chromium.
Yep.
No, I mean, and that's an Android?
No, it's just the Chrome browser.
I
Oh, you need an
read
adapter.
somewhere that Android.
No, the browser
there's an
itself is the
Android
operating system.
desktop OS coming out.
No, Ken. The
Yes?
the browser is the operating system.
Yeah,
It's
it's called.
a standalone operating system.
And
with its
everything's in the cloud.
Yeah,
all it
no,
is.
but I'm talking strictly desktop.
Why is Ken so quiet?
Oh, am I quiet?
Yeah, you're pretty quiet.
On the Hangout he's not, but
Well,
he's just a result.
okay, I'll even turn that up a little bit. How about that?
So nobody can say our 150th show wasn't the best produced show.
Okay, so how's that?
So anyone want to
So that's
give a
not
gander?
true then?
How many people are actually here today? Has anyone done a count? This is actually
85.
pretty impressive.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, there's quite a few people here in the room. No, yeah, the Chrome. I don't know about Google coming out with an actual desktop OS other than the Chrome OS.
I almost installed it last week,
Seems
and
to me I read something somewhere. So
yeah, no, it's out, but there are lots of handicaps with it. Since it's just a glorified browser, there's nothing else you can do with it, except for browsing online.
Well, you have to have the internet in order for it to do
Right.
anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can download your documents and stuff, but yeah.
Unless you're going to use all Google apps.
So
or Adobe.
So we were talking about Nestle's KitKat operating system, Android 4.4. But on Nestle's Facebook page, did you see what was going on?
No, what was going on?
Well, somebody was used their profile picture with a modified image of Nestle's logo, and they said, "Don't use our logo in that way." And they said, "Well, we can do what we want." And the guy started fighting with the users of the Facebook page, and it's like exploded on them now. It's become this crazy PR thing. Bob.
Did you hear about the guy from British Airways that put out a nasty tweet about British Airways?
No, I
didn't
saw
get
that.
much traction, so he paid to have it promoted.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
All right.
Sorry, what was that? I missed that.
It's
one.
Craig in Australia.
Yeah, no, but what was the story?
A guy got his British Airways lost some guy's bag, and he tweeted about it and then paid to have the tweet promoted. So it appeared in everybody's stream, and anyone who was following British Airways, it appeared in their stream. They said, these guys are outrageous, they're horrible, I've lost my bag, and all this sort of stuff. But I made sure that every single person that followed British Airways got it.
Wow, how much did you pay for that?
$1,000.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Was
that
it?
sounds like a bargain.
That's a good deal. Well,
His
British
luggage was only worth probably $500.
Well, the problem is British Airways, they've got such an incredibly bad reputation. It didn't really make much of a bump on their
They
are the worst.
In my experience, they are the worst air stewardesses out of any airline.
Wasn't call them stewardesses anymore.
Wasn't there a time?
Really?
Wasn't there a time that they were the best?
Apparently, yeah, but never in my lifetime.
Yeah, well, there was Pan Am Airs back then, though. So.
Huh.
All right. Yeah. So let's talk about. We were talking about Nestle before. And we didn't really get into how Nestle.
Well,
did we get it?
While you were taking pictures,
I was taking pictures. Sorry, it's one of my other jobs.
But nobody's heard about it.
Hey, all right. Bobby Show Notes always rocking.
Well,
it's because it's on buffer and nobody's read my stream.
Hey, why don't we play some
recently,
voicemail feedback?
Yeah, all right.
Look
at how much we got like 15 voicemail. Well, maybe not 15.
We got enough people in the room that can answer this question.
All right, cool.
Hi, this is Paul the Rock God.
Oh.
Paul the Rock God.
He's from. That's a guy from Vancouver.
My question to the mavens of the Bunker Project is: I'm getting a lot of spammers on my WordPress blog that are registering and leaving comments, and it's driving me crazy. What's the best tool to use to verify that they're legitimate people registering for my blog and leaving legitimate comments? So if anybody out there has a blog and could let me know, that would be much appreciated. Thanks.
All right. Well, I
like the
all right,
show.
Who here has a blog?
Boy.
Okay. Okay. So what do you want? What's your response to? What's the plugin? No plugin?
Is there a plugin?
Kismet.
Yeah, Kismet.
Yeah, Kismet.
Kismet. Sure.
Yeah.
Kismet?
A Kismet. Now what?
Kismet.
What I do is if I get the people get through a Kismet actually write and says, "Oh, you have the most wonderful show, and next Wednesday there's a fishing trip." I mean, it's just gobbledygook somebody puts in, and that'll get past the Kismet. So if it's I'll just have to manually go in and delete it. But if it's not bad and it sounds like it's complimenting my show, I'll just remove the link that's embedded in it and improve it. So so I get some at least.
But does that stop the majority of them? Because I think they're like Chinese spammers or something that they're. I get like 10 of these people a day.
It cuts out 99% of them.
Yeah, exactly. Anything about penis enlargements I keep in because it's really good
but
SEO for my site.
If it's a business site, though, you do have to pay to use it. If it's you're supposed to pay.
Wrong SEO.
The other thing you could do.
That's the theory.
Yeah. The other thing you could do is you could use like a social commenting system. If I'm not a big fan of using that exclusively, but you could make your comments Facebook comments or Google Plus comments.
Don't we have that as a plugin in one of our things?
I've used
an
that
option
on one of my sites.
What did you use?
Is it the problem with comments is it's so hard to get anybody to comment, and then it's like, oh, you got to jump through the loop, and then you got to get this really obscure thing, and it makes it hard for the authentic commenters to really do it. So what I would say is, don't worry about your comments, and and go on Facebook and Twitter and your social networks and do your commenting, your back and forthing there.
You know, the other day I actually saw something that I thought was super cool when it came to commenting on blogs. And it was this awesome button that you could push that allowed you to tweet out the comment and just the comment. It was awesome. Does anyone know what that is?
That's cool. We've kind of got a plugin like that where you can make comments and it becomes part of your Twitter feed or your Facebook feed. You've got like multiple platforms. And I was kind of poo-pooing it, but Andrew is Mr. Techie here as far as plugins.
Well, it's a little bit confusing for some people because it's the way we've set it up is it's in tabs. So you've got your WordPress comments, your Facebook comments, and your Google Plus comments. And then if you don't figure out that those icons are actually tabs, then you might think that we only do Facebook comments or whatever.
We do have another cool plugin that I think is really cool. If you mouse over any of the pictures on the website, it kind of looks like this dried mud texture.
Yeah.
And then an icon, you click on it, and it becomes like a tweet out or a Facebook.
Pinterest, pin to Pinterest, or whatever.
It's very, very cool.
That one's called Pulse Hover.
Yeah.
It's one I don't have.
Yeah, they've got another really cool one called Pulse Notify. Which allows you to send notifications to your Facebook fans. It'll show up as a notification in Facebook. So you can do push notifications to anybody who's a fan of your page.
Yeah, it's all about making it, when somebody actually arrives for some strange reason on your website, just making it as simple as possible to just share out as much as possible to their network, and even if they, by mistake, they stumble or mouse over, it's like, oh, it's so interactive. Cool. Let me press that button, see what happens.
See, my problem is I'm addicted to these plugins.
Oh yeah, and I get the calls all the time.
I just have to avoid looking at these because I end up $7.
Yeah, what's $7? And then he has to install it, and then he goes.
But no, it's not just $7 because there's a one-time offer after that's just irresistible. Another $17.
Well, that's why you ended up with twins. Come on, it's a 2-for-1 special. There we are, there's Andrew's sperm, and there's the egg, and it's got a big sign. Come on, yeah, we could do one, but we could 2-for-1 today.
But what happens when WordPress gets upgraded and these plugins don't work anymore?
Here's a tip. Okay, give them that tip.
That's a very good question because if it's a paid plugin, usually the developer is
on top.
They've monetized it. They're on top of it. But if you're getting a free plugin, the developer might disappear, and then it breaks your. And increases the vulnerability for hacks.
Yeah, I would say also if you're going to look for plugins, one of the things I do look for is how many plugins, how many times it's been downloaded. If it's been downloaded like 30 times and then the next one under it has been downloaded 350,000 times, the guy that's got 350,000 people on his plugins is probably a little bit more into it than the guy that's got 30 or 40.
A bit more stars.
Yeah, and more stars. Yeah, if the guy's got 0 stars, nobody's even cared. So 5-star, 4.5.
So the guy that started the first plugin, he's got 1 million stars and 1 million downloads. So he's the one that you always go to.
Only if it's a good plugin.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But I mean, you know what? You should look and see. What I love about plugins, there's hundreds of thousands of them, I'm sure. Put in really weird things like karaoke. You're into karaoke? Look up karaoke as a plugin. I bet you there's a karaoke plugin.
Yeah, no, it's totally cool.
Yeah, all right, so then you can, as a game, as a fun thing. Oh, hey, look at this.
He's arrived.
Look at our beard ratio has just jumped. Holy cow, we are stubbled big time.
Another good resource I'd recommend is a podcast called WordPress Plugins from A to Z, or A to Z.
Yeah.
It's a Canadian and American, and so they alternate between Z and Z on the show. But it's pretty good. They review plugins every week.
Okay, good.
And it's just kind of an unscripted conversation.
What we've done in the past is we've just disabled the auto upgrade feature in WordPress. That way, if a new version comes out, your WordPress doesn't auto upgrade.
Okay.
You get a chance to go shop around and see if all the plugins are compliant.
And you know what's a good idea if you have like a Bluehost or unlimited hosting in terms of domains. You can have a site that you set up as a staging site. And then you upgrade it with all the plugins that you normally use. And if something breaks, then you know not to do it on your live sites. So
I'm just going to jump in here. Andrew, Bonnie, can we test your mic, please? Just talk.
Talk.
Yeah, I can hear you when you talk.
Okay, Margaret can't hear me.
You got it right on top of your mic.
Margaret doesn't ever.
Okay, so she's got.
Can you hear Bonnie talk?
No.
No, very well. No, we can't hear her.
She's got really bad volume.
So, but you can hear yourself speaking into the mic?
Yes. No, can I?
Yeah.
No.
We're gonna have to edit the shit out of this show.
I can hear you.
This is live. You know, this is.
They're still working on getting the wrinkles out after 150 shows.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, the last show.
We could get this right, but you know, it was working earlier. But
the last show, I had to put in the audio because the voicemail feedback wasn't coming in loud enough.
That's okay. You know, Women Talking Tech on show whatever, we got kicked out. Google had our server crash, and we got kicked out after 45 minutes. And
wasn't I actually in the middle of a sentence when that happened as well?
Yes, you were in the middle of a sentence, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, but you guys don't do it as a podcast yet, do you? You got to start doing that. Yeah, no, but you could also be recording the audio file separately and then load it into turn it into a podcast.
Yeah, but we could, but we don't.
Because audio is portable and video is not.
No.
But
yes, I can.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be Women Talking Tech.
You don't get to be the peanut gallery.
He said it's supposed to be Women Talking Tech.
Somebody was talking about penises? Yeah, if you got to talk, you have to be in the penis gallery. Sorry.
Anyways, it's
just like a stranglehold on that one.
Okay, so
was that a diversion?
So I just couldn't help myself because of certain people in the room.
Okay, so
let's get back to our show notes.
One of our regulars here, James.
Yeah.
From Gaming with James, he posted something on Facebook about wanting to talk about Microsoft buying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, hell yeah.
Something actually. Oh, I'm awake now. Okay.
Yeah, and we also got some voicemail feedback about that, so we'll play that and then we'll get into.
All right, let's do Okay, we'll do the voicemail feedback and then James can jump all over it.
All right.
All right.
Hey Mavens, it's Norm again.
Hey Norm.
The other thing I was just heard on the news of the radio was Microsoft buying Nokia telephone products for $7.9 billion.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, what else does Nokia do besides phones? Once they sell that off, I'm thinking there must be a shell of a company. Anyways, anybody have any ideas what Nokia is going to do after that? Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Actually, they only bought part of it.
No, they rented it all. It's a rental agreement.
No, they bought the entire handset division.
Yeah.
But the stuff
the hardware division, they didn't buy the patents.
They did buy the patents.
No, they rented the
They've
patents.
got a 10-year lease on the patents.
That's it. They leased the damn patents, which is so stupid.
Well, and then they can go forever with
an option to.
But the reason that's not stupid is because Nokia is a crown corporation, and that would be illegal.
Ah,
is that true?
Yeah,
maybe that's
Nokia
why you
is
can't.
owned by Finland.
Because those Finnish people are very wily.
Sneaky Finns, I tell you.
Sure?
Yeah, Nokia is a crown corporation.
Is IKEA a crown corporation?
I don't think so. I think they're a private corporation.
I'm pretty sure that the Finnish have a bunch of. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's probably like us with Potash and other.
Well, it was like Petro-Canada.
Now let's bring drugs into it.
It's like Petro-Canada.
I don't think so.
Can we?
I could be totally wrong.
Look.
Anyways,
I'm gonna Google it right now because I got a fucking smartphone.
All right, he's got one of those smartphones. All right,
that's interesting. But anyways, regardless, it's a good move for Nokia. They get a bunch of cash, and then they can license those patents out to Google and to anybody else who's out there. So,
and Microsoft, they have guaranteed phones for that will run their operating systems.
Yes,
that's all. Sanj
made a good point. What was your point?
Yeah, come on, Sanj.
I lost it.
Here we go.
Sanj made a point before we hit record about how because they now own the hardware, they instead of making $10 per unit, they now make $40 per unit.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, they make more money. Well, they got to because all that money they spent.
And Andrew and I were talking about the same thing. Apparently, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs had a conversation some 20 years ago or 10 years ago, and Steve Jobs made fun of Bill Gates for not having control on hardware and software, and it just goes on from there. And Bill Gates, to this date, regrets not listening to Steve Jobs, is what the article said.
Okay, so Nokia is a Finnish multinational corporation.
Yeah, so it's private.
Yeah, it's private.
Kind of like most of BC.
But it's
the government
primarily by the government.
Huh.
It says that?
It doesn't say that.
Primarily by government. It sounds like more of a crown corporation.
So what do you think about when Steve Ballmer resigned and the shares shot up 9% without anyone being named as his successor?
Well,
that's
let's
a bit of a kick in the teeth, isn't it?
Yeah, let's
not really.
Let's
if you know Steve,
Let's hold on that for a sec. Does anybody have any other comments about Nokia?
I think it was a good move. We called it back like almost a year and a half ago.
Well, it's a good manufacturing base.
Yeah.
Well, it was everybody.
Microsoft is already in bed with their operating system. Why not go ahead, get the handsets as well, be able to track and make sure that the processors inside the phone are going to represent the system well.
Because Nokia's got the experience. They got the engineering. They got the experience. They're a solid manufacturer. They used to be, the number one manufacturer in the world, and just 3 years ago they were 34%. They're only 3% now.
It doesn't say government owned; it says public company.
Yeah, it's a public company.
Yeah. And it's only $5 billion. I got $65 billion in the bank or something. So it's like $5 billion is not like
it's a strategic investment.
And the other thing is Nokia isn't big in the smartphone industry, and maybe not in North America. But worldwide, non-smartphone, I think they're number one or number two.
They had the biggest penetration of Symbian operating systems across the country.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because that's their proprietary operating
Their
system.
phones would not die.
It was on all of there, and I mean...
That's like saying Apple has the biggest penetration
Finn's rule.
of
Except
iOS.
they don't. But
of iOS, they have 100%.
Oh, they have 100% of iOS.
Anyway,
but Nokia, Symbian, same thing.
Well, but Symbian was across Sony Ericsson phones. It was across.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But Symbian was the major one in the back.
Wouldn't that be sweet if BlackBerry and Nokia had got together?
Well, that's what I said. There's an amazing article saying that if BlackBerry was smart, they would study because it's basically a blueprint for what BlackBerry should do.
Exactly what BlackBerry should do.
Exactly. Yeah.
They should have got out of the handset business a long time ago. And
they got some awesome patents.
OS. And they've got a good OS.
So is BlackBerry going to be just split up and sold off, or what?
No.
Hey,
the big man.
Big Bosco's here. All right. We got some beard action. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Action.
BlackBerry is looking to get private investment in order to increase its longevity. So
BlackBerry is looking at a few options, and one of them is to actually buy back the company from the shareholders and go in 100% private.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
That's kind of ambitious, but...
well, it'd be good for the Canadian taxpayer.
Yes, it would.
So... What do you mean they wouldn't see it?
Why would it be good for the Canadian taxpayer?
Because a lot of the Canadian pension fund is invested in BlackBerry.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it depends on what price the share deal goes through.
It's a difference.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so...
what percentage of the market's BlackBerry, though?
What is the percentage of the market?
About the battle of the minnows here?
It's fairly low.
Well, Craig, but
it's only a couple percent.
You say a battle of minnows, but I mean that's equivalent to like quite a few billions of dollars.
It was funny because
even 3%, you're looking at $100 billion.
Yeah, they were talking on Twit on This Week in Tech. They were talking about they looked at BlackBerry's worldwide sales and they can't figure out why they can't make a go at that amount of sales. And plus, you add to the mix their Car 2.0 and QNX operating systems, embedded chip technology that's in pretty much everything, in medical devices, in military equipment, in 60% of cars on the road today. So they should have some revenue coming in, and it's just a matter of, I think that they're looking at maybe it's a losing battle in the handset manufacturing business. And maybe they're going to make a move there, just like
they did
Nokia did.
They did have 30,000 handsets ordered from the Department of Defense just recently. So
yeah,
that was a pretty big deal.
It's
U.S. military is betting on BlackBerry, so why not?
Well, they are, but they're also leaving the door open for everybody else too.
That's still
they're a bring your own device.
What's the BlackBerry
company?
Why did you let this guy in here?
That was Bosco Anthony.
Bosco Anthony.
Thanks for having me on the show, Bob.
Hey, we are an equal opportunity podcast. We will let jailbirds in.
Yeah, he still loves his iPhone.
So we do have...
can't wait to see you with like a green one or a yellow one or a red one when they come out next week.
We do have one more piece of voicemail feedback related to this topic, but let's just get Bosco to introduce himself before we move on to that.
Bosco from BoscoAnthony.com, digital marketer, and Bob Garlick's hair specialist.
And hater of all things BlackBerry.
And what was that, Ken?
Sorry to hear that, Bosco.
Love you too, Ken.
All right. Okay, here's the voicemail feedback. This is related to what we were talking about.
Hey, Mavens, it's Norm. Hey, looking at the show notes, I noticed that one of the items is Bomber retires. Like, that's such the weirdest thing. A guy that was almost totally unsuccessful in his position gets to stick around and guide the next person coming in. That's bizarre. Anyways, have a great night. Bye-bye.
I think Norm should show up on the show.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a show.
He's very shy. He's very shy.
Like he calls in like
I think it's
times.
Paul the Rock God just got a voice modulator.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure that was the closing theme to the bunker playing in the background. And
You caught me, James. You caught me.
Amazing.
Okay, so today I read that one of the vice presidents from Nokia
That's a Google Hangout thing.
Is going to
Somebody's trying to call you.
Is probably going to be the successor to Ballmer.
The Canadian guy you're talking about. I heard he's Canadian fellow.
Ebach is I think.
Oh yeah, the president or the CEO of Nokia.
Yeah.
He's a contender.
Apparently,
so that leads me to believe that Microsoft is moving away from the desktop, which everybody knows is that market share is dwindling into mobile.
Yeah.
So I know all the tech journalists are always down on Microsoft. How can that kind of a decision be a bad thing? Maybe I'm just a dumb
Because tech
blonde.
journalists are stupid.
Thank you.
Well, tech journalists,
Pundits,
they
and that's what we are.
Well, they get paid by
There's a
Apple.
difference between an analyst and a reporter.
And a pundit and a podcast.
Analysts are always up on Microsoft. The reporters are always down because it's the flavor of the month.
Yeah, you go with whatever.
We were all about Apple like a couple months ago.
Are we?
Well, at least I was. And
Well,
then
it's because
if you
you're
go back
fucking
a year
Apple
ago,
fanboy,
I was
aren't
an
ya?
Apple fanboy, and then you look at me now, it's like, well, I hate Apple.
Do you?
Pretty much.
What do you got? BlackBerry?
I got a Samsung.
Samsung. Don't you remember when he got his
that was a loaded
Samsung?
one if I ever heard.
So I've got an article here. It says Elop is the logical choice to replace Ballmer based on his background. He used to work at Microsoft. He was actually the president of Business Solutions,
right?
Which is their biggest product, which includes the Office suite. That's their highest revenue product.
So he knows where all the skeletons are buried, and now he's got.
And he's got the experience of
well,
mobile
I think the
him.
thing that with a name like Elop, it sounds like some sort of e-commerce app, and that's what it's going to be all about.
Although if
app.
Ian was here, he'd be saying, they went from 34% to 3% in 3 years. Yeah, give him the job at Microsoft.
Well, if Ian was here, he'd be saying like
Nokia had 34% worldwide market share. Now they're at 3%.
Okay, maybe they just need some leadership.
Yeah, well, the thing is if you look at also that Nokia but getting bought by Microsoft, that's probably an acqui-hire anyways, and it's just an easy way for Microsoft to get a bunch of smart people cheaply.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's face it, there aren't that many left in the world.
Cool science fiction type name.
Go, James.
I'm not just I'm just not that pretty anymore, I guess.
Yeah, can we backtrack?
What, any more?
All right, we got Marcel. He wants to.
Yes, Marcel, let's get it.
I would like to backtrack for a moment.
Yeah, okay, please go ahead.
Talk about Big Brother.
No.
No. Breaking Bad.
Wrong show. So racist. I would like to backtrack for a sec.
Yes.
Legit, we're 150 episodes in. Am I correct in thinking that pretty much all of the regulars here now all have Samsung phones? Like, what the hell is going on? We're all on the same page. Am I correct?
I don't have a Samsung phone. We all have Android phones. I would say,
yeah, but it's Android.
I've got an LG LTE.
He's got so many goddamn phones.
I've got a BlackBerry Z10, and I've got an iPhone 4.
Okay, well,
who
the
doesn't
person
have
who
Android out of
won't
the
talk has 2 iPhones, but they don't count since he won't talk.
Yeah, but they're old iPhones. They're not the iPhone 6.
Hey, I'm not going to knock that.
Which should be up. Who's got an iPhone?
Oh, we got an
iPhone. Fantastic.
Okay,
which one is it? It's an iPhone 4?
Stephanie does really cool stuff with her phone, so we love her.
I have seen some of
And
the.
she's creative. So
and she's dating herself too.
Yeah. So
Hey,
I saw it on Facebook first.
Happily.
Hey, Craig.
Yeah.
Craig, what phone do you use?
I've got an iPhone 4S.
There we go.
There
got
you
another
go.
iPhone. So
what does Ken use?
I'm not going to knock the iPhone because
I know what
Ken
Samsung. And
Samsung.
stuff. It's,
I use a can and a piece of string.
I'm not going to knock the iPhone because it's stable, and it doesn't degrade over time. And every Android phone that I've had, it slowly gets slower and slower and starts to crap out.
Sounds like
having said that, I am a big Android fan.
Oh, I've got an Android. It also gets faster and faster. The only phone I've had that actually gets faster because the operating systems are coded for the phone.
He's like
we gotta clear out the cache once in a while.
Yes.
He's like totally chomping on the bit here. He wants to say something.
Well, let's just face it. Apple is dying. iPhone
is.
sucks. I'm just baiting the guy right. Look at it. Oh my God, I've never seen a guy's eyebrows
guy.
do that.
He's turning
it's amazing.
red. He's turning beet red.
I thought Spock was good.
Wait. I'll put this to actually back to what we were talking about.
Oh, okay, fine.
Tim Cook's the new Steve Ballmer.
Oh! Take that, bitches.
I don't get it.
Can you put it in a Breaking Bad? Okay, so Ballmer is like.
So Ballmer is like Amanda and McRae and Big Brother.
Oh, hard.
They think they know what's going on, but they're going out right now.
It's all a plot. It's all a plot.
But history's repeating itself. IBM, everyone loved it, then they hated IBM. Then Microsoft, everyone loved Microsoft, they hated it. So it just keeps going on. Now Google, everyone here loves Google.
I have to say, okay,
it's
Bonnie,
gonna go.
What was that article we were sharing earlier, talking about how Microsoft is dominating basically the OS market?
Well, they've always done.
Oh, wait.
It's because it was businesses.
Sorry.
Dominating.
No.
Dominating what?
The OS market with 91%
of what?
market share.
For desktops or what?
For OS.
Operating
Just
systems.
for operating
systems.
Yeah, because it's the default for businesses.
Let her finish.
Default for
and
No, but
Windows
consumers is a bigger
8.
market.
Windows 8 is such a
That everybody hates because it takes a while.
Okay,
for people
how
to learn
many?
to use.
Actually, the market penetration for Windows 8 is greater than all the OS X combined.
Yeah.
Really? Yes.
Makes sense.
And that was a research company. And if you listen to
XP for the first time.
Yeah, well, that's very true, Craig. He said that last year was the only time that Windows had been outsold from XP, and that's true too. People actually upgraded.
Yeah, well, I mean,
over 10 years ago.
but I mean, they haven't even. There's no businesses like enterprises that are even close to moving over to.
Okay, they are because
Windows 8.
you can downgrade, so all their processes will still run.
I was amazing as well.
Oh no, but they're not running Windows 8.
33% were still on XP.
But XP, the support, they're finally cutting it off, I think, next year.
They don't care.
No, I think it's coming soon.
IT departments in big corporations and government institutions.
If it's stable, they're not going to change.
They're slowest to upgrade. They take years to upgrade. Like where the one that I work at is just now upgrading to Windows 7.
Okay, but if you are out there,
XP was stable, and you could shut XP down, which is a lot of people did. You could produce a standard operating environment across our entire organisation using XP. That's why people were so reluctant to move off it.
Yeah.
Well, that's about IT departments notoriously. We don't want to do it. We just got to work it.
They've cured all the security issues.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, but if you're out there listening on social media channels, all they do is they talk about Microsoft as if it was, going downhill, and, PCs by, next week are not going to be relevant, on and on and on we go. And then I look at this research paper, and it says they've got 91%. Mac doesn't even have 2 digits.
I know, it's like 4 or 5%, but it's always been 4 or 5%.
But they've always been a smaller percentage of the market. But what you have to look at, because that paper is probably referring to PCs, it's not referring to...
No, it isn't. It's OS. Anything that runs... So it's the different... Oh, yes.
I don't think so.
If you listen to women talking
tech... if you listen to a real tech show Women Talking Tech...
I will listen to that show. But I also I know that tablets...
We posted the
tablets have outsold PCs in the last few years by dramatic...
No, Bosco has pulled out his new laptop. He's flashing a logo.
Does OS X, is that the right thing to call it? OS X?
Well, the
OS
thing...
10? Does that run on a tablet?
It's 10.
No, it doesn't.
10.
It runs
6.
iOS. And it wasn't iOS, it wasn't Android, it wasn't any of the mobile platforms. It was by OS non-mobile.
Yeah, but they're probably
talking about desktop.
They're probably that study is probably referring to
desktop, laptop,
classifying. Yeah. Classifying
a
PC.
Machines that actually people actually do work on.
No, what it is, it's not that. It's
I'm not even going to touch that.
Is Microsoft was entrenched many years
ago. That was like the stupidest thing I've heard you ever say on the show.
And she has said some really dumb
You're
things.
You're sitting next to a guy that develops on a Mac, obviously.
No, that's a desktop.
Doesn't.
That's a desktop, though, right?
But that's what I said.
Well, we were just talking about
desktops versus.
You were
not a Mac guy.
Define work.
I'm a Mac guy, and I know for a fact that 13%. It's 13% for Mac OSs versus Windows.
What?
Yeah, there's at least 13%.
No, sorry, this man's only fault. He's an Apple fanboy, but he's not a Mac guy.
No, well,
I have a Macintosh at home, and you're talking about OS X 10.5, 0.6, 0.7, right? Up to Mavericks, which is now, versus Windows. And yeah, I can believe those
Android
stats.
had a Mac, and he had PC running on it.
But if you add iPhones, iPads,
if you add all those things,
Android phones, Android tablets, there's no way.
That's apples and oranges.
This is a social media show, isn't it?
No, it's a technology show where we drink beer, get drunk, and don't talk about either of those subjects.
Well, but this is exactly why Microsoft is in the trouble that it is.
Exactly.
Because, we're moving away from the desktop.
See, apples, oranges, and if we include BlackBerry, we have a salad.
If you want to talk about...
we're moving away from the desktop. We're moving to situations where people use their phones instead of the desktop.
No, not necessarily just phones, but
that's what we talked about earlier in the show.
Tablets, watches in a couple of years' time.
You can't do work on a phone.
But you can do work on a mobile device.
Define work, though. If it's Bonnie, and if Bonnie can do everything she wants to do on a tablet,
that's work is work. Yeah, the concept of work is changing.
But I can't. That's why I have.
I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
And a server. Every time I sit at my desktop is to record my podcast or actually do some serious writing. The rest of the time I work on an iPad.
Yeah, because it's faster.
And you could even do your podcast on the iPad too with Boss Jock Studio.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, I think. Well, look at you. Like, if you have like a tablet, which I was mentioning earlier before we turned the mics on, I want to get a huge kick-ass. I want like a 17-inch tablet. I want a big, huge tablet so I can go to a coffee shop and just, see the game that I'm playing so I can see the characters. I mean, these little phone things, I go cross-eyed.
You're going to sound like Miley Cyrus. You're trying to make a statement.
I know. I'm thinking of getting his hair too.
Seriously, Bosco, do not go there.
But I do agree that desktops are very relevant in the big business space.
Absolutely.
But
that's where they get their numbers.
But for the small business, I think that you can, someone like Bonnie. I think she could get by with an Android tablet. No,
I can't. I can't write blog posts properly on an Android tablet.
Yeah, but you can dictate.
Why not? You can't write directly into WordPress.
I can, but
with a keyboard,
I can't format it.
I can't type my blog post on a BlackBerry either. I mean,
no.
Yeah.
So I have a Lenovo.
But people have tried.
We had a bro moment, and then you go and do that.
I've got a Lenovo with Windows 8 on it. So that gives me all the...
She has one of those awesome convertible laptops, which is so cool because it's like you can do the touch screen and everything.
This is how you do it. So I have my secretary... I write it on a long form, and then my secretary puts that on a typewriter. She types it. It's faxed to somebody, and then somebody in India transposes that, and that's put on a text message, which is brought back to somebody else that goes into the IT department and grabs it.
You forgot the carbon paper,
Bob. ASCII characters. No, that's later on in the process. That's later on in the process.
Your secretary is your 11-year-old daughter. So
she's a better speller than me. What can I say?
Bob, a 5-year-old is a better speller than you.
Oh, by the way,
that's when she started.
You're endorsing child labor and outsourcing. That's pretty awesome.
Well, they just wouldn't do it for me in India.
Okay, that kills the subject. Let's go on to something else.
All right, let's put the decline of laptops.
Jesus.
All right, okay. Is Facebook rewriting our brains? And that's basically if you go on Facebook and you get hooked on likes, and this is more social media sites where you put a post up and then nobody comments on it, and then somebody does, you get an actual feedback happening in your brain. Your brain produces drugs, dopamines, which or all sorts of stuff. And these aren't People, oh yeah, the brain, they don't understand. Dopamine's, it's like a hit of acid, or it's like a hit of speed. It's serious stuff. It's very, very nice pharmaceuticals. So if you're on Facebook and you're getting these hits every 2 to 3 minutes or every 3 to 4 hours, it rewrites your brain saying, I need to be on Facebook. I need to get that like so I can get my dopamine hit. That's all.
Dopamine's hit from a small part of your brain right at the end of your brainstem called the limbic system.
There we go.
And
See?
that's the people that produce poker machines know this. That's why you don't win a lot. You win lots of
just enough.
Things, because that keeps you there long enough to keep spending and spending money. Dopamine's incredibly addictive.
Well, it's part of game theory. James.
And James, yeah. It's got to be...
oh, there's a big stick to beat me with.
Straight towards James.
Well, I mean, it isn't just dopamine. You're also talking about like
adrenaline,
oxytocin. There we go. Yeah, thank you. You're talking about oxytocin as well. I mean, that's even more potent. And it's not really like a hit of acid, Bob. It is kind of, because
some
acid
of them
actually takes away your dopamine receptors.
No, it doesn't.
Don't admit it, or you won't be able to cross the border.
So are you saying playing video games releases oxytocin?
I think what should be discussed is the behavior behind this whole process. Because at the end of the day, we're looking at why people are acting that way, or why are they doing.
Well, they're dissatisfied with their reality.
Yeah, so the reality is that social media is bullshit if we decide to go down that path.
Hey, he's my friend on Facebook now.
No, because the truth is
because of me.
Let's face it, if we're going to base an activity based on what we feel we should follow because everybody else is saying it's cool and it's right, and it's not really delivering any ROI, then really what's the impact of it, and what does it do for you as a brand or as a business?
Well, no,
I've heard this speech before somewhere.
Yeah, but the question was, is Facebook rewriting our brains? And it rewrote our brains years ago. We all use it as a social tool. It's not doing anything business-wise, but, you get in a new relationship, you want to show it off on your Facebook. You get a cute picture of you and your boy or girl or whatever, you want to show it off on your Facebook.
Yeah.
You have something that you think is impressive. You want everyone you know to know about it because people want, at a base level, to be liked. And that's why Facebook is
It's interesting.
Or do people recognize that they're doing things in their life?
Yeah.
You want to acknowledge
they're accomplishing stuff.
Yeah, you got a lot of posers on there.
Yeah, and unless you're spending money, only 20% of the people following you on Facebook actually see that because, let's face it, Facebook wants you to spend money too, so it's a business.
Now, what about the new algorithms? Because that is actually in our show notes.
Yeah, James posted something with this face hawk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's in the show notes.
I did that, and I'm like, who are all those people? All those pictures come up. I don't know any of them. Yeah.
Hey, James is a very popular guy.
That was really cool.
Actually,
What is it?
So it was a music video that was created by these guys called Big Data.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a funny name for a band.
Yeah, because they just wrote a book.
Yeah. No, that's not the same guys. But some of the pictures in that video are actually their pictures. Some of it are yours, though. So you give it authorization, and it makes the music video based upon your Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of my pictures.
It's
but
all
algorithm
based.
You saw a lot of people. Yeah, I know. It's just like, I think that was just part of it. But
it's a dopamine experiment.
It's to show the danger of the amount we share.
Yeah, I don't think it actually did. I thought it looked pretty cool.
I know. I was like,
it made me want to share more.
I want to share more.
The other one that you pointed out like 200 episodes ago.
Oh yeah, that one. Take the lollipop.
Yeah,
Take
that
this
one.
Lollipop.
Yeah, I'll put that in. I'll put that in the link in the show notes because that one is really drove that point home.
Well, what about the other one that was the Museum of Me, and you go in there and you link it, and it would make a museum, and you go in there and it took all your content.
Yeah, but
and
that's
it made
another
a museum
cool
piece. It's very
this Take the Lollipop one. What it did was it showed this like totally like creepy guy,
psycho guy,
like disgusting psycho guy, like sweating, and he was like
Leisure Suit Larry.
No. This guy was like psycho, like someone that you'd see in some serial killer movie or something.
A podcast.
He's looking at your Facebook,
and he's on your Facebook page looking at it, and then so he's bringing up, like I ran it on mine, and he's bringing up pictures. Mateo was a baby at the time, bringing up pictures of Mateo, and then he took a picture of he took my Facebook picture, and he pinned it to his dashboard, and he was driving around, and then on a map it showed where I lived, and he's driving along. But the funny thing is, the thing that made me laugh was that at the time I used a cartoon for a cartoon image of myself. So he's got this cartoon image of me pinned to my dashboard. It was hilarious.
And then he's like looking it after and stuff like that.
He's driving around looking for you.
Looking for the guy that was...
Anyways, that one was kind of creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy.
The one we were talking about, though, that you might want to check out is called facehawk.com.
It's very cool.
AWK.
Now, the big scary thing about that is, though, they ask you to log in.
Yes.
Using your login information stuff, and that is going on there. Yes, they do.
No, it's just
on
Facebook
their
Connect.
servers.
Yeah, it's just Facebook Connect.
It's just Facebook Connect.
I know, but it's so.
You don't know how that works?
No, I don't. Okay. So I didn't do anything.
It creates a unique user ID key to make sure that their stuff doesn't go into their databases. It's only a transfer of information between the two.
Yeah, all of that information, unless it's being encrypted.
They do get information.
It is encrypted.
They do get information.
Yeah,
they
get some of your information. You get
and by the way, it doesn't work on Chrome.
Margaret's hyperventilating.
Yeah, something's happening. There's something to do with their mic. I think they have some sort of penis reference going on there.
I think
it's
Margaret
like Margaret. It's like, oh my God, it's the same.
They're passing notes.
She's taken off her mic. She's taken off her headset.
It must be a ripe one.
Oh yeah.
Hey, in more serious news. Anyone knows that Sons of Anarchy is about to start?
The new season. Yeah.
Well, that's in the next few minutes or this week.
Yeah, well, it's there's all sorts of stuff happening on the tube these days. I'm just collecting shows right now because the problem I've got is I binge.
You're a digital hoarder.
Well, no, I like binge. Like if I'm going to watch Sons of Anarchy, I want the whole season, and then I'll watch it in 4.5 hours. Fast forward.
Yeah, that's
that boring. Ooh, nice scene.
That's like listening to a podcast at 1.5 or 2x. I've never tried that on a TV show.
Sound even funnier.
Sons of Anarchy, all these guys sound like little musketeers.
Yeah, I know.
I'm looking forward to Hemlock Grove coming out.
Oh.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah.
Legit. Sons of Anarchy is coming back, and Homeland, and literally everything.
I know. It's time. Everybody goes back to work, so when they get home, they're so burnt out, all they can do is watch TV.
Did you guys hear back from the TV Talk people?
We'll talk about that after.
Okay. Cool. All right. So let's drag up some show notes with the NSA lawsuit. Yeah. I like that.
I like it a lot.
Google.
I like it a lot.
Is taking the boots. They're going for it.
And Microsoft.
They've teamed up. They got.
Is it like a tag team?
Well, I think it's like you got like some serious lawyers and some other serious lawyers going against some really serious lawyers. So it'll be some serious fisticuffs. A lot of lawyers are going to make a lot of money out of this.
And what are they doing?
The two giants of tech have filed a lawsuit in order to basically negotiate with the government to allow them to make their information demands. So when the NSA says we need this information, they're not allowed to tell the public that they've revealed this information. They can go to jail if they reveal that.
It's anybody. It's a gag order.
Treasonous if you reveal that they've asked for this information.
So fucked up.
So they want to be able to say, okay, we released this information, but make it public that they asked for it and we released it.
Yep.
So that's what it's all about.
It's such a scary law. Have you guys heard this law? It is terrifying. Basically, you get a letter in the mail saying, by the way, we want all the information on your servers, and you aren't allowed to tell anybody in your life. You, not your wife, not your children, not your boss, not your other employees. Nobody is allowed to know. So can you imagine being the person getting a letter like that? You're screwed.
Yeah, that's called law enforcement.
That's the U.S.
Well,
but I mean,
isn't that called Facebook too?
In previous jobs that I've had, if you sort of ask for someone's phone records because you're trying to figure out who they've been calling and where the calls are going, you then don't want the phone company ringing them up and going, guess what? They're looking at you. It's very hard to catch criminals when the phone company's telling you where to go.
Well, the thing in the States is it's got a deal. They charge $1.75.
No, I don't think they're even talking about revealing. Okay, to individual. Okay, we're releasing this information on this individual person, but they want to be able to reveal that the NSA is asking for this information.
It's a PR move because they got caught after with Prism, and they want a way to backlash it.
Yeah. They want the people on the right side, man.
Get it.
Let's face it, it's new. Go for it, man. Grab that mic.
Just a question: is this story related to the U.S. government paying
the
companies to offset their costs of compliance with these requests?
Don't know, but that's a nice obscure question.
That's a great question.
The reason I ask in terms of
ask the other Aussie maven from the UK.
Okay.
There's a register in England that if you have a security camera that records, you're supposed to register it with the police. So if any incident happens near your home, they can come and look at your video data. That's how they caught the London bombers within like a day or two. I don't think there's anything wrong with this.
No, I've got to say, I tend to agree with you. I mean, if the information is there already, If Facebook, Google, whoever is collecting it, why shouldn't the government be allowed to have it? I mean, on the basis that they are trying to stop terrorism.
Well, there's a lot. What's fascinating? Go ahead, Craig.
Yeah. I was going to say, if someone touches a member of your family, I guarantee all this goes away. You're saying, follow them, find them, so I can kill them.
Bingo, exactly.
Or at least unfriend them on my Facebook account.
Just look at the Boston Marathon thing. It's,
Oh, Bob, you're so Canadian.
That's it. You are getting unfriended next Wednesday.
And I'm going to block
and
you.
I have to say, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry for doing that.
That is why, right?
Yeah, but the NSA's monitoring has gone far beyond just monitoring or for active criminal investigations.
Well,
right?
I think
that's what the issue.
I think
is.
that in the small print, it's anybody that breathes is allowed to be monitored.
So tell me again how the 9/11 terrorists didn't win.
10 years ago.
Exactly.
So the problem the US has too is that the Americans have 1,500 individual police forces. That's very hard for them to operate. So even if they collect this stuff, people don't worry. They're useless. There's 1,500 of them that don't talk.
But I don't think it's the police forces that they have to worry about.
Yeah,
I think it's all those spy versus spy.
The police forces are still the people on the street. The NSA doesn't have enough people on the street to collect this stuff and use it correctly.
Well, the thing is, and Andrew's brought this up many times, and I think it's very true. It doesn't really matter to us now until somebody makes a mistake. And then you get a call, and they've made a mistake, and it's up to you to prove that you're not going to jail because they've made a mistake, and they have all this evidence that is one at a time. It's non-criminal, but they say, look, we've looked at all this stuff, and based on this, you're guilty. And so what are you talking about? On June 14th, 1972, you made this call for this person. And because of that, we're throwing you in jail. So what are you I can't remember. I have a hard time with 3 weeks ago.
No, but Bob, that's really true. My brother-in-law, who's like the most honourable guy I know, is a really nice bloke. He bought some artwork for a tattoo. But the guy he bought the artwork from for the tattoo also ran a kiddie porn site. Mm-hmm. So the police come and raided his house because his credit card numbers appeared in a bank account of a kiddie porn guy.
Exactly. So imagine what would happen exponentially. Because you cannot fight something. It could totally destroy your career, destroy your life, destroy your credit rating, lose your house.
What's been going on for a while, but recently been reported on the news, if you're going down to the States, and if you admit to ever smoking a little pot, they can ban you from going into the U.S.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Very true.
It's a crime of moral turpitude.
Now that might be changing though, because now with
because those pot smokers are really rabid criminals because they have so much energy and they really want to do stuff. Seriously,
most pot smokers can't make it across the border anyways. Where's my passport, man?
The difference between smoking pot and, for example, driving drunk is the reason why if you're a convicted drunk driver, you can go to the U.S. is when you made the decision to get in the car and turn the ignition, you were drunk, you weren't in your right mind. Thus, it can be excused. You weren't thinking clearly. Whereas if you're smoking a joint, you were sober at the time you decided to start puffing on that marijuana cigarette, and it's because you were sober that's why they keep you out. You were not stoned when you made the decision. Unlike driving drunk, you have an excuse. You
wait.
Drunk too much.
So you can get behind the wheel and kill some kids, but if you smoke a little doobie, you can't go to America. That's redundant.
Well, part of America, don't you understand?
It's all about. If you drive drunk, you drive relatively fast, or at least at the speed that you're supposed to. When you're stoned, you're driving at 5 kilometers an hour, and it totally screws up the traffic system. That's what it's all about.
And you feel like you're going a million miles an hour. Like,
oh my God, I'm going so fast.
Okay. Listen, being English, I have to take exception to this because I used to work with guys who would almost never drive sober. And it's basically what you learn. I mean, most people in Canada have just never driven unstoned, whereas in England, an awful lot of people learn to drive drunk. They keep driving drunk,
and they do it all their life.
Is that why British Airways?
But if you do kill kids while you're drunk, you'll get done. That's manslaughter. It's drinking and driving is a terrible thing. Drinking, driving, and when you're stoned is also a bad thing. Should they be treated differently? No, I don't think so.
Well, the thing is, in Europe or in Thailand and stuff like that, everybody knows that everybody that's driving is drunk. So the pedestrians look out for the cars. In Canada, pedestrians have this stupid attitude. It's like, oh, I have the right to cross the street, so the car has to stop. So I'm not even going to fucking look. And I'm driving around, and then some idiot will be just like you, just walk right across the street, won't even check if there's cars, whether it's out of control, whatever. And those are the people that get hurt. They don't respect cars because they think it's their right to be able to cross the road.
Hastings?
Yeah. No, it happens all
over
Vancouver.
By the way,
it's in Richmond. It happens
all over the place.
I tell you what,
crazy.
People driving the road or left-hand side of the road.
People give Chinese drivers a bad name, okay? There is nothing worse than Vancouver pedestrians.
Oh, they're awful.
But anyways, let's get off that topic. So, Craig, we actually drive on the right-hand side of the road here,
which is the correct side of the road.
Speak for yourself.
we drive on the wrong side of the road.
Exactly, which is a lot more fun.
But
you're on the wrong side of the country, so it makes sense.
Of the world, you mean? We were.
They can't even get their toilets to flush properly. I'm just saying it goes around the wrong way.
I drive on the right-hand side, but I reverse the whole way.
We were talking about marijuana a minute ago.
Yes,
and
I heard about
how many?
I totally forgot.
How many states have made it legal now?
What?
33.
Washington.
Three?
How many?
33, I thought.
Wow, that's a lot.
33.
Three?
It was 3.
3 makes sense.
No, there's more than 3. More than 3. I think 3 have her on the road to completely decriminalizing it.
We should ask Snoop Lion because wherever he's performing, we'll know that state's good.
Exactly.
But what the risk was is that like Washington is decriminalizing it, right? Not just making it legal for medical purposes, but decriminalizing.
Well, you'd have to be wasted to work in that city.
And how is the federal government going to respond, right? So that's the problem because the DEA shows up and arrests you anyways, even though it's legal in your state. So they've come up with a new ruling that says as long as the states have taken the proper processes to determine how to get it legally, then they're not going to butt in anymore.
Oh, nice!
So it looks like the U.S. is on the way to decriminalization.
Exactly.
And it might happen before it happens here.
So hang on, wait a second. Then going back to what Bonnie said earlier. So if you're crossing a border into an adjoining state that has decriminalized,
doesn't count.
And you say that you smoke pot in your
you still won't let you still won't be let.
It's federal.
It's federal.
Yep. Yeah.
There's been a high number of Canadians that have been going across.
High number, huh?
Yeah. But they don't
well plucked. Well plucked.
I don't get it.
Yeah, but they're not going after the user.
Yeah, we know you don't.
They're not going after the user that smokes it in a different state. They're going after the distributors.
But the border guards, it's like it's like I had a toke 10 years ago.
That's a totally different.
James, now you know how I feel.
Legit though, I feel like
we can't have an episode without James snapping.
But decriminalizing weed and legalizing gay marriage will save the economy because people are just going to buy a bunch of food and like shiny shit for their gay weddings. Like
and their divorces too.
They just need to hurry the hell up. It'll save everything.
The lawyers will make more money too.
No, he's totally right. I mean, they've got the largest supply of disposable income next to the boomers.
Oh yeah, big time.
Man, those Bed Bath & Beyonds are packed on Saturday.
Well, now I know he got upset he couldn't sling that one in. Jeez. Shabinga. All right. Okay, well, actually, there's one more thing I wanted to bring up is there's a small city just outside of New York, and it has finally made it illegal. The last city in the United States has made it illegal for an employer to force you to give up your passwords for your social media platforms. That means
to get a job.
To get a job. But just think about that. 5 years ago, you go to get a job, and your employer could legally say, oh, that's great, I need your Facebook login number.
I don't think they could hear them.
No, but we're talking about the States.
Yeah.
And go and
could they
get your password? Are you kidding?
That would ask for username and password
to get a job.
Yeah.
To get a job on all your platforms, not just Facebook. Anything on the internet.
Doesn't that make you feel glad that when most of us were in our young and stupid.
But when you were 16,
that social media didn't exist because my
it
God,
sure did.
If I ever went for an interview and
if
they asked me for that in an interview, I'd say, hey, here's my keys. Going to look through my underwear drawer too.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad that
drop
I
my
moved,
pants.
I'm just glad that I moved north of the border.
I'm just gonna say this. I mean, maybe Margaret wasn't in her crazy days, but we had Tripod and GeoCity pages, and and all that stuff back when I was 16. That was social media.
Yeah, well, that was like 8 months ago.
Yeah, honey, there are a few years between us, so it's like I am really glad it wasn't around. Oh,
this guy's almost middle age.
Yeah, but come on, you're still pretty crazy.
Like what, like 23?
Yeah, but I keep that off social media.
It's a good thing I stopped using ICQ.
I'm really good. My job interviewer
I guess so.
didn't want to access my GeoCities.
Trust me, Andrew, I keep that off.
You guys, you're just cracking me up. We're gonna say
pictures, no crime.
So okay,
what happened?
That was my last point. So
how come nobody's drinking on the digressions?
Okay,
are you kidding? I'm on my fourth beer.
We got one more voicemail feedback. This one's for.
Oh my God, we gotta.
This one's for Margaret.
We're gonna have to cut that.
Not Paul the Rock God?
No. Here we go. Oh, I gotta.
Oh, he's got a PC. So.
No, I've got free software that I haven't.
Oh my God, double whammy. PC and
your
free.
Mac isn't even working.
A while back, I left a voicemail about Vines and not understanding how a 6-second video clip could mean anything or produce anything. I saw a link to a bunch of Vines, and I'm just amazed how much people can pack into 6 seconds. You really have to be a true artist to be able to do that. Anyways, I'm just converted. I think Vines are pretty amazing. Bye.
Bye.
What does that have to do with me?
Well, you're the Vine woman. Girl. The Vine girl. The Vine lady.
It was me and Marcel that got...
You're Divine.
Her on.
Oh, nicely done, Craig.
I'm Divine. Oh, I love you,
Oh,
Craig.
Divine. I get it. That's good.
Actually, it's interesting because they had 15 seconds or 14 seconds was the original, and then Vine came out with 6, and 6 seems to work much better than 14 seconds. What's interesting is traditionally, TV ads were 15 seconds.
Did you see the spoof video of Vine trying to do a Vine video promoting Vine? It was fucking hilarious. Because it's like,
and this is why Vine is popular.
Yeah, but it's like I think Vine's really cool but I use it more on a social level because it's like, obviously, yeah.
Is this you or are you actually?
How do you sell life insurance doing Vine? It's like I don't, but.
I know how to make that video. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
it's like watch me go jump. Oh. Jeez, I'm in the hospital.
Okay, without going really dark into a really, really down the black rabbit hole.
I would do dark.
What was that video? The Faces of Death or whatever? You could just
that'd be perfect.
Clips of that.
Suicide attempt brought to you by life insurance.
Before
if you're going to kill yourself,
make sure you buy your insurance. It's like no, seriously, but no, it's more of a social. But
yeah, I think you get in trouble with your comptroller.
Bonnie and I did it, and we chose to do an event. We chose to go visit Van Dusen Gardens. We have to say it was really awesome. What a cool place.
Yeah, we're going to go there.
Yeah, I highly, it's like, yeah, for $45 you can have a free pass for a year. It is absolutely beautiful place.
What, to go to a garden you have to pay?
Yeah, we went to Capilano.
Hiking with me, it's free.
No, I have to say, we went on a guided tour. I'm just gonna digress here because it was really awesome. We learned a ton. We got way more about it, but anyway. But also too, it's like but using Vines to do quick videos of clips like that and clips of other cool social stuff. But it's like I haven't found a work purpose for me yet, but I do love Vine.
Well,
you love it. That's why I said it's for you.
Every 5 seconds or something on Twitter, 60% of the tweets are Vines right now. So, I mean, it's exploded. It's totally exploded. It's just the new phenomenon.
Which is better than Foursquare check-ins.
You know what? It's exactly. It's the new Pinterest. That's what I say. Like Pinterest 9 months ago was big.
Bosco?
So Margaret has a
BlackBerry and Foursquare. You cruising for a bruise tonight, bro?
Hey, this guy doesn't show bruises. No.
I know. Whoa!
Hey, Bosco, why don't you take a quick minute and tell us about your TV show, your online?
Now hang on. Before we do that,
before you do that, I want to set it up.
Marcel wanted to say something quippy.
Oh, it wasn't really quippy, so I was like, that's fine. But I was just going to say, like, Vines have pretty much replaced GIFs, because, like, it takes 6 seconds to tell a joke in a little one. And people have ADD these days, and how long is a joke? 6 fucking seconds. I think it's brilliant. I love Vine. I'm addicted to it.
Excellent.
But it's
there we go.
The new Pinterest. It's the new GIF.
You're not sending me any Vines.
It's the new animated GIF.
I'm really bad at them. What I've learned is that I'm not clever.
You're not a Vine person. You're not a Vine.
Oh my God, I've tried, and I'm like, I hate.
But you're great for the one-liners, and we love you for that.
I try.
All right.
Well, why don't you just do Vines of your one-liners?
Exactly. Do a 2-second Vine.
Yeah, but you can't. No, but it's like in a movie when someone's like, "Hey, funny man, be funny." It's like
that was 6 seconds. That would have been perfect.
Do it when I'm thinking.
Okay, we'll bring in a crew for you.
I'm gonna make a clever vine, and then I just want to kill myself.
So just get Byron to record you in 6-second increments every day, and you'll probably get like.
Check out Byron's feed. There's a few of me on there.
All right.
All right.
Only when you're totally pissed, right?
Yeah.
Byron's got a feed now?
He's awesome.
So
Byron's
you've converted him.
He loves Vine.
All right.
Yeah, I know. Well, he used to be straight, too.
Hey,
so he's
guys,
a hell of a salesman.
guys.
I mean, this guy can sell anything.
I can sell Eskimos. Gay Eskimos.
Hey, guys. So, speaking of 6 seconds of fun, let's talk to Bosco about his TV show.
Yeah, he's got
6 seconds,
Digital
asshole.
Conversations. Is that it?
All right, go for it.
Digital Dialogue.
Digital Dialogue.
Yes, the TV show.
So
Yes.
I was inspired by the Bunker Project and
wow.
and James.
We won 10%.
Yeah.
Really, you were inspired?
Yeah, James inspired me what not to do on a digital dialogue. So.
Okay, come on, you must learn something from Women Talking Tech.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I mean, as an immigrant, I guess I've been here for 11 years, and most immigrants look for mentors, and most people in entrepreneurship look for mentors. So I decided to create a show called The Digital Dialogue, where I interview thought leaders. That's the first theme, and we basically are sharing the footage on a global scale through digital means, and we started reaching out to nonprofits and movements, and we've had over 20 nonprofit movements with very big arms and reaches all over the world agree to distribute this content in the next year.
Nice.
And we've worked with over 60 people, and we're almost done season 1.
Nice.
We've got a couple more seasons.
Have had us on the show.
So how many episodes are you doing per season?
We're going to do 12 and one bonus episode. We've got the president of 1-800-GOT-JUNK agreed to be on the show.
Yeah, nice guy.
We've had Mark Brand from Save on Meats.
Steve Dotto.
So is the bonus episode, is that like an Easter egg that you have?
Bloopers?
You just got to wait and see.
It's going to be me and Andrew. Fat chance of that happening.
Sounds like Maven interviews, video Maven interviews. Huh?
Have to speak out and say we had some thanks to James. We have to give a big shout out to James. We have some amazing women on Women Talking Tech. We had Brenda from Silicon Sisters, which is a local women-owned gaming company that makes games for actual smart people.
By Everlove on iOS.
Hey, I sent someone
and also the incredible team of women from Oregon, Chick Tech, that do they're a non-profit that really go out to the juniors and juniors in the high school, to the women that wouldn't normally select tech, and get them involved in learning how cool tech can be, and really opens their eyes to the huge possibilities. And these women deserve a huge shout out, and they deserve a huge support. And we're hoping to get their program up here in Vancouver. And I think with the help of Silicon Sisters,
your children can be.
We might, it's like, and the women that might not normally choose tech might get onto it.
Well, there you go, James.
Right.
Got any guys that we can put on our show? We got a counterbalance.
Yeah, actually, I do have a bunch of people I was going to talk to.
Found
about.
a BlackBerry.
Yep. Actually, that probably wouldn't be too bad.
We want Mavens. Come on.
All right, let's all whip out our podcasts and measure.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
Let's whip out I thought that was funny.
The Blackberries, man. I got a huge Blackberry.
There is something about podcasts here. Podcasting is
it's so 1975.
2005.
Who says that?
It is true, because that's when it came out.
I think it was the New York Times.
Basically, what's happening is companies are realizing that being able to do a podcast as an internal communication device or an external communication device is a very viable business model. There's a lot of people out there that are doing podcasts that have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that follow them religiously, and companies are starting to go, duh. Well, maybe this could work.
Actually, it was Time. It was Time.
Well, there you go.
That said
another dead medium.
Despite being so 2005, podcasting is drawing listeners and advertisers alike. So, and that's following a USA Today article that said that that podcasting is back.
Yeah,
but everybody in the everybody in the podcasting space is saying exactly that. They're saying it never left. What are you talking about? It's steadily grown every single year.
Yeah. Well, you can also thank smartphones for that, because let's face it, a lot of us today download podcasts and listen to it.
Yeah, stream them. It's just so easy.
The distribution.
It's so easy.
So what people like Podcast Answer Man are saying is like, okay, sure, podcasting came out in 2005. It was out before 2005, but when Apple put it in the iTunes store, it exploded, and it became this big buzzword. And there was a lot of hype, and it continued to grow over time. But now the hype is back. But the hype is back because the celebrities have jumped onto it. And because the celebrities have jumped onto it, it's about to go mainstream.
Well, I think it's also the engagement factor. Let's face it, there's a lot of white noise out there.
Yep.
And
look at this show.
I think at the end of the day, everyone's looking for context over content. So.
There you go. Bosco, just going to slip that. You better make that the title of your damn book. That's all I can say.
I was going to say, Bob made a point before that he binges on TV. I mean, I binge on radio because I just download podcasts.
Yes,
absolutely.
All the audio I need to listen to.
Yep. I've been listening to some.
I don't have to be tied to a particular time, to a particular pace.
A particular bed.
It's just I want it when I want it.
Hey, there's a lot of good Aussie podcasts out there. There's this really cool one called Ask Find Buy, or making business and sales work.
Yeah. Well, I have asked and I have found and I have bought. That's all I can say.
And Freedom Ocean, that's a good one too.
James.
And Smart Business. What's it called?
Small Business Big Marketing.
Yeah, Small Business Big Marketing. It's another one with
really good.
There's
and he's got another one too. What's his other one?
Big Business Big Mouth.
He works on Freedom Ocean with James.
Yeah. Okay. Freedom Ocean. He's got 3 podcasts that are.
Yeah, it's a lot. Hey, anybody can do 3 podcasts. It's when you get to 4 that's what really hurts.
Yeah, when you hit 4, it's like a brick wall.
Yeah. Tell me about
it.
My head hurts.
Book one?
Yep, that's still going strong. It's season 4. Season 4, businessbooktalk.com.
Number bigger and bigger.
Actually, it beat out the New York Times the other day. It was like somebody and then Business Book Talk and then New York Times. Like top 10 business book. He's like, excellent.
And then you'll find the Bunker Project right next to it.
Yeah. And then like 2 or 3 more down. But it is amazing. We got to be at an hour by now, right?
Well, we're at an hour and 29 minutes.
Oh, fuck. Well, Jesus Christ. I mean, I shut the damn show down so I can get drunk. Come on, this is a party. It's 1:50.
Ever since we went to
Where's the dancing girls? Yeah.
Ever since we went to a one format episode, the length of the show has increased a little bit.
Yeah, plus, it's almost 2 shows worth of content.
We're usually waiting for Marcel, but Marcel got here a little early.
Attaboy, Mars.
Yay, actually I got here at the exact same time I always get here.
Oh, we started a little early.
We started.
I appreciate it.
It's all my fault. It's because I have a Mac. That's the problem.
Hey, anybody see the Volvo CEO YouTube video?
Oh yeah, that's awesome. If you, it basically is how to make a viral video, and this is a guy who's pretty nerdy looking. He's a CDO. He's got a helmet on. He's in a tight shot, and he's got his hand wrapped around something, and the camera slowly pans out. And he says, "Hi, I'm from Volvo. I really believe in our product. In fact, I've got this new joint." Right angle joint here that can hold up to 28,000 tons or something like that, and it pans out and pans out, and the guy is suspended on a crane. This is the CEO of the company on a crane with a huge freaking dump truck
in the port of Finland or something.
Yeah, port of Finland or Denmark on this little right angle device.
Hello.
It's crazy. Oh, here he is.
My name is Claes Nilsson,
President
of Volvo Trucks. I've learned that when you want to make a YouTube hit, you need a hook at the beginning of the film. And here it is. This is a hook from the new Volvo FMX. Made of cast iron, and it holds up to 32 tons.
And the video pans out, and you can see him.
There's a big fucking truck over the water.
200 feet up in the air.
In fact,
standing on the windshield of the truck.
Anything. The new Volvo FMX is the most robust truck we've ever made.
The interesting part about the video is when it pans out, it's panning out, and the sound guy holding a bunch of gear is basically strapped on with gear about 3 meters above the guy on the same cable.
Yeah, Sweden.
It's like, it's nuts. So it's it's very cool. So hats off. That's a very nice internal video. They probably spent a couple of $100,000 pulling it off, but it doesn't matter. It's still a YouTube promotional video.
Well, right?
But how many people have watched it? 1,300,000 people. Not bad for the brand.
You know, they could probably do a joint sort of advert with Depends.
Yeah, but there's also other there's spin-off videos like this one here, Volvo Trucks, The Hook, behind the scenes, 40,000. Yeah. So I mean, they're getting all this extra stuff that's happening.
Well, remember Lego did one? It's the tallest Lego structure. It came out about 1.5 years ago, and they had this crazy thing happen. And another one, and more of these. Strangely enough, it's the Europeans that really get the video thing.
So
now there's a guy. He climbed this amazing structure using like a little digger. And it was crazy watching it. So yeah, there's some great video footage going out there.
So the one that I want to talk about is one that probably none of the guys in the room know about, but it's called the Camp Gyno. And it's the 12-year-old girl who got her period before anybody else did at camp.
Oh, harsh tokes.
Come on. It is just friggin' brilliant.
Speaking of friggin' brilliant, we just realized we got a whole table of swag. We forgot to give out all the gifts.
Let's do it.
All right, let's hang out some guys.
We're all hanging around.
Hey, Andrew, let's just wrap up the show because this is boring.
No, come on. What about my segment?
All right, first person put up the hand wins a prize.
We're gonna do gaming.
Oh, Bosco, Bonnie. Okay, that's and three. The first three prizes go to Bosco.
All right, Bosco gets this signature Nokia Lumia pen
it's a
notebook.
book. Wow. Yeah. Okay, who's number two? Who was two? It was Bonnie was number two, and then
Bonnie gets some BlackBerry ladies gloves that are smartphone friendly.
They sure are.
Yeah, they'll come in handy in the winter.
No, they really are. You can actually use your touchscreen.
And Marcel
gets some BlackBerry ladies gloves.
Okay. Jugs, yeah, baby. Give me those BlackBerry jugs.
I think you should give Bosco the BlackBerry thing.
I think so too.
Just give him something BlackBerry.
Car charger?
No. Give him the drink cup. Give him the drink cup. Give him the drink cup so he can use it when he's out at his speaking gigs.
It's for charging if you have a car. You need a car.
I'm actually going to use this
Byron's
book
got a car.
to write down
give
the
it to
pros and
Byron.
cons of using a BlackBerry.
I would like to see you use a BlackBerry.
I used to use a BlackBerry.
Yeah, I don't understand the hate for it these days.
Bluetooth
I hate it.
headset.
It's just,
I
really think you'd like it.
it's kind of like The Undertaker. At some point, it's just...
All right. Oh, we got... Okay, so next... Okay,
21-0. How could you not
let's have the next... let's have the next prize question. Okay, what is the answer to this question? Who are the top two providers of platforms for mobile? Hands up if you have the answer. Look, we talked about it early in the show. Oh, Jesus.
Hughes got it.
Marcel.
I can't believe Marcel. Who is one of them?
I'm going to get it wrong.
What is it?
Oh, I have to list just one?
Just one.
Two.
Just one. Oh. Well, one
Both
of the two
of them.
because we have to. Okay, give us two.
So Apple's one, right?
Well, Apple's one, yeah.
Android is the other?
Oh, okay, another winner.
All right, you're
There
the proud
go.
winner of the Jump Pack story, how I created a $40,000 business from a video game.
Oh, that should be for
James
James.
That James should.
You can trade it with James.
I may give it to James.
Trades can happen after this.
Yeah, trade. Well, no, we'll do some trading. We'll do some trading. Okay, well, no. Hang on for a second. We'll get a chance for James to win something. James, what's the number one game? Oh, everybody saw. What's the number one Android game platform right now?
What? That doesn't even make any sense.
Farmville.
Oh, James, come on, get with the game.
The number one Android game platform?
No,
what the fuck does that even mean?
I've been drinking all night. Give me a break. Okay.
What's
the number one Android game?
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You could have said anything.
Angry Birds.
Ah, there you
It's
go.
not Angry Birds either.
Dreaming of Electric Sheep.
That's actually, he's pretty cool.
Okay, he wins one.
Yeah.
All right, he wins this how I made $40,000 on an app. And
Andrew,
a BlackBerry little platform thing, because we're talking about platforms.
Yeah, for your penis. There you go. Because,
I've never even heard about
stick
this
it in
shit.
and hold it up.
James.
What?
There you go. You can rest your smartphone on the charger now.
Oh, okay. You could do it. You could use it for that too.
Oh, Bonnie thinks it's cool.
Okay, Bonnie wins one for saying it's cool.
Whoa, that was dangerous.
Is there a book over there?
Margaret. Those are BlackBerry gloves.
All right.
Ladies BlackBerry gloves.
And they got sensor touch, so they can be used for other things
so
too.
you can tap your Samsung phone.
Yeah, or anything that's sensitive.
All right, here you go.
This is the dumbest piece of swag I've ever seen.
Oh man, he arrives for the swag. Nice timing, dude. All right. So here's the next question. Which company uses a piece of fruit for their logo?
Apple.
Is it a
orange
trick
right
question?
too. No,
Is it a
you're
trick
right.
question?
Who said orange?
He said orange. Orange is correct.
right.
Somebody said
Who said orange? Sanj?
Sanj? No.
I said Apple. He said orange.
Yeah, that's true. Both of them are techie companies.
Aren't you glad I didn't
Depends
say
on what
banana?
is it.
All right. Who said Apple?
That's a really bad joke.
Yeah, you got the shitty prize for saying Apple. Oh, somebody gets a Bluetooth.
It's actually
Bluetooth
coded.
for saying orange. That's
it
hilarious.
sticks on the back of your on the back of your phone,
And then you can use it to
and you can peel it off and clean your screen.
Yeah, there you
Very
go.
cool.
Did
And
you get something?
although it's from BlackBerry, it doesn't say BlackBerry. It says proudly Canadian. So
So it's even better.
Even better.
Even better because we'll work on an
Actually,
Android
they'd probably
phone.
do a lot better if they went with this.
You know, the only problem it won't work on an iPhone.
It's okay. I'll use it to wipe my
Who
ass.
the hell is this?
next question.
I'm just curious though. Who the hell is this Trey Smith guy? I've never even heard of this name.
Well, if you watch the video, you'll know, wouldn't you? That's why he has to put on.
No one's heard of BlackBerry.
40,000 there. Oh my God.
He's a game developer, and he made more money selling the video than the game.
Probably.
All right.
That's what I do.
He's got an awesome.
That's an awesome book.
That is a good book.
Smart Trust.
Oh my God.
That is a killer book.
Dude, he has the best oh my God.
Well, read it to us. Here
promotional website, and it's called the Jump Pack, but he accidentally had a freaking mistype, and it says the Hump Pack Story.
Oh yes, nicely
I
done.
am totally serious.
That's a typo.
It is. It's a typo. It says the Hump Pack Story.
Oh God.
Is this a porn video game?
It's a whale porn video.
No shit.
It's probably a homemade video.
That's like Susan's
I've
album
got a bunker
release.
trivia question.
All right.
When the Bunker Project was unable to do the show at the Bunker Bar.
You mean today?
St. Regis.
Andrew's house.
Oh, where did we hang out?
That wasn't going to be the question. Where were we going to go before we had to go to my apartment and then St. Regis?
I was there.
Kingo?
No.
No.
What the hell is it called?
It was on. I was just off Davie Street.
Yeah.
I'll give you that as a hint.
God damn it.
Why are you looking at me? I wasn't even here
Ken.
at that point in time. You're like staring into my phone.
A liquor store.
I wasn't even around.
Because you know all the bars on
It was
Davie
a
Street.
Japanese
Would
place.
you like me to list bars on Davie now?
Actually, it was off Davie. It was just off Davie. What was it? It was
Japanese
some
place.
sort of lounge, wasn't it?
Jupiter Lounge? Jupiter?
No.
Okay. So, but where did we end up after that?
Oasis?
We found
No.
another.
You ended up at Andrew's house.
Nope. Well, we did do Andrew's house. Yeah, that's true.
We went to Kadoya.
The St. Regis. The St. Regis, yeah.
St. Regis. Oh,
Yeah,
who said
so
St. Regis?
I said
first?
St. Regis.
All right, what do you get?
All right, we'll give it to him. The correct answer was the J Lounge.
Oh, that's right.
But we didn't actually go there because we arranged it and we went there. They said the band starts at...
We set up the whole goddamn show, and then the band started
Stephen
practicing.
Covey.
They said the band starts at 9, and we said we can be done by 9.
Yeah.
But then when we got there, they started practicing at like 7.
Yeah.
And we're like...
I can use my BlackBerry
Holy
thing.
crap.
Exactly. There you go. Hold it up. All right, what do we got next? This
another
is interesting. Yep.
Well, thanks to
Make
Stephen.
your brain work. So who needs this book?
I need it.
Everybody in the fucking room. What can I say? All right, let's make this a skill testing question.
5.
Let's make
The
it a
answer
bunker.
is purple.
What is the... no,
make it a bunker trivia question.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That means I gotta remember-
Wait. This is a good one. Okay.
Okay.
Who was the first guest on the Bunker Project?
No, you can't say the answer.
I know. That's why I asked the question.
Okay, can I answer?
I know.
James.
No, it was a girl. It was a girl.
It was a girl.
It was a
and
girl.
she's
Hey!
A
very-
girl? You had a girl on the show?
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Stephanie.
Nope.
No.
I'll give you.
Hey, where's Stephanie?
It's another name for Vancouver.
No
She's
fun.
missing out on the prizes.
She's visiting.
Oh, it's a man.
Ingrid.
Oh, you're getting warmer.
Ingrid?
No, she's a WordPress
Astrid.
WordPress specialist.
Astrid?
Rain coaster.
There
No,
you go.
no.
Astrid?
She got it.
No, she didn't.
Coaster.
Rain Coaster was not the first
No,
person.
she wasn't, but nice try. Even the guy that asked the question.
Fuck!
No, that's not her, too.
Miss 604?
No.
No, but we'd love to.
It is now.
All right, I win.
You
keeping
know
this
you won.
book.
Yeah,
Okay, so the first person here was Allison Bannister.
Yeah. And you know what?
I know Allison.
Yeah, and you know, it was funny
Yeah, she's
because
pretty cool. She's
Anna and I
totally-
would.
Fuck is
Well,
she
what's that got to do with
now?
She's a
Vancouver?
WordPress. She said she would be back. She said she
Allison
made
from netgenus.com, right?
yes.
Yeah, you know,
she made a
I
comment.
don't think
on the
she's come
thing.
back
She said,
and
I
show
love it.
150.
I can't wait to come back, and she never
hasn't
came
come
back.
back since number 1. I don't
Well,
know.
it's funny because Andrew and I, we were doing the show. So Andrew, what are you going to do? I don't know. Because it's just the two of us. Do you think any guests are going to turn up? So, I don't think so.
And we happen to be talking about WordPress. She comes in and she's like the WordPress queen. It was awesome.
Exactly. We did. Oh, wow. We have a guest. Amazing.
And then she never came back. And then Bob said, maybe we shouldn't have posted that picture of her. I don't know.
It was pretty awesome.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so
another trivia question.
So we had Maven on the show that was afraid of this particular food product.
Popcorn. No. It was chocolate with bacon.
No, it was popcorn.
Oh, that's right.
And if you haven't ever listened to that episode and you're
It's
still
hilarious.
listening to
It's
this one,
the
go check out
Bluetooth
that one.
headset
That's hilarious.
giveaway.
All
That
right.
popcorn guy was fucking
He's
hilarious.
hilarious, man.
Okay, we got a
My
calendar.
current Bluetooth sucks, so I'm looking forward to
We
this.
got a cube
Hey.
calendar coming up next. It's
That
a
looks
BlackBerry
really sweet.
calendar.
Oh, that's nice.
Uh,
It only works for 1 year.
calendar. What year and month was the first ever bunker project?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't
Can we,
even know
can
that
we stay
one.
away from bunker? Throw something else.
Yeah.
No.
this one's
Yeah.
easy.
So
This one's
somebody
easy.
This
can
is about the bunker.
September 2011.
Oh,
No,
way off.
2007.
Way off.
1842?
No, it was.
Okay. What year? Can we just do the year?
January
How about the year?
2008.
2010.
2009.
2006.
Solidly in the off.
March.
No.
October.
It was February
2010.
June. April. There's only 12 answers, guys. For God's sake.
December.
January,
February, it was a hot
April, May,
August.
June,
Yes.
Oh man, you were so close. If you'd said them faster, you'd have won. Oh, I knew that was happening.
It was empty.
Margaret's cleaning up.
Wait a second. We don't have any ginger chocolate this time?
What characters did Bob? Bob distributed a caricature of.
Me and you.
Bob and myself.
Yeah, it has to do with Stubby
Bob and
Beard.
Doug McKenzie.
Oh Jesus! Look at that. She's
swag.
Give her a cheapy prize. Jesus Christ, man.
Okay.
And turn off her mic.
Yeah.
She's yelling, but nobody can hear. Yeah. Okay, let's have another trivia.
What podcast out of all the podcasts in the iTunes store? Which podcast has the most digressions by far?
The Bunker Project.
130. I was going to say episode 136, but yeah.
The Bunker Project wins.
Do you have a smartphone? I don't. No.
But it's good for your eyeballs. You know, you wake up in the morning really pissed, they scratch.
You can use it to clean your glasses.
All right. What was the movie that Robin Williams starred in where he went from life to life to life and he slowly connected with his family? And the hint...
Mrs. Doubtfire?
No, the hint is somebody in this room has it written on their T-shirt. Oh, he wins! There you go. There you go. Where did you get the shirt from?
Rigged.
Oh, well, there you go. And they know how to be human there.
All right.
All right, next.
Next question is...
what microphone does Andrew use?
What? Okay.
Snowball.
No. You're fired.
Oh, you're just so fired.
Nobody knows.
I just think it's a
It's the Heil 40.
Oh, no. Close. There's a couple letters.
Plantronics.
One's
That's
a
close
P
enough.
and one's an R.
Plantronic.
HLPO 40.
Plantronic?
No, none of those. Heil PR40, one of the best large diaphragm.
Okay, so what's the name
microphones.
of a web series that was inspired by the Bunker Project?
Women Talking Tech.
Guidestones.
Maven interviews.
That's all
a
three of
spin-off.
them wins. All three of them win.
Was Women Talking Tech inspired by the Bunker Show?
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Maybe I should start watching that show.
No, there was another one though.
Did you
There's
drink a
another
lot?
one. I heard.
Because off you.
Digital download.
Ah, yeah, that one.
All right.
And
hey, you can sew those together and make those into a cape.
okay,
So,
Marcel, I'm gonna.
Well, if you got a
Marcel
big
asked,
one, yes.
can ask a TV question.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
dear
TV
God.
question.
Big brother.
TV question.
I got nothing, man. I'm completely blank right now.
Oh, come on.
When nobody's gonna know anything.
A Breaking Bad
Don't-
question. What did they sell in Breaking Bad? You see the question like that? What do they sell in Breaking Bad, by the way? That blue stuff?
Popsicles.
Oh, forget it.
Popsicles.
Math.
I was gonna say, does anyone know when the series finale of Breaking Bad airs? Anybody?
This year.
How it ends?
No, when it airs.
When it airs.
Well, when it airs.
This year.
Wait, somebody just said it. September 29th. Love you. Give him a thingy.
Oh, the big human guy gets a drinking device.
Wow.
Does anyone have the series of Breaking Bad? Because I haven't seen it yet, and it's
Oh my God.
waiting ages.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Get
On
a
Netflix.
computer. That's all I can say.
Even the
Oh,
most
really?
recent
Okay.
seasons on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, work that shit out,
No.
Netflix.
All right.
Okay, so who in the room has seen Hemlock Grove?
Oh, that's the one with the werewolf.
Seen what?
Bonnie has.
Yeah, Hemlock Grove has got werewolves in it, doesn't it?
What's the question?
It's got some hunky-looking guys. You like it. There's some.
Anybody
serious
seen
male
Hemlock
bodies.
Grove?
Some nice
Seen
bodies.
Sleepy Hollow.
No, the bodies are. The guys are hotter in Hemlock Grove.
I was going to automatically
Paul the
give them a
Rock
win.
God, did you win anything?
Yeah, I got a screen cleaner.
All right, excellent. All right.
Got to roll another show. Thanks.
All right. Oh yeah, the Rock God.
He's going to do a show
Yeah,
himself.
there'll be no moss on this guy.
James, I'm gonna let you ask the next question. It's the
Paul,
final
you're gonna do a
question.
tribute one. Is like what's the one the Stone
Ask a
song
question.
that has the Rolling Stone gathers
How
no
tall
moss?
is Bob?
That has the Rolling Stones. What?
Gathers no moss. What's that?
5
Rolling
foot
Stone?
tiny.
All right.
Close enough.
Oh my God, I got the brain pop.
Yeah. It will come. It will come in handy.
Okay, the other question is, what do we call Andrew's
Finally, you'll have a head.
eyebrows?
What?
What do we call Andrew's eyebrows? That's the question. Unibrow.
It's not a unibrow. One
no,
is
well,
no.
Not
I
quite,
like
but
an
it's
ivy
one is
brow.
called bushy. The other is called scratchy.
No, but
and they have their own show.
Yeah, it's the bushy and scratchy eyebrow.
The bushy and scratchy show. Okay, let's wrap up
It's a
this
bushy
goddamn
and
show.
scratchy
Poor
show.
listeners have to go through that crap for like 10 minutes. Jesus.
Wait, are we talking about James's
If
balls?
anybody's
I don't know,
listening to this show
Siri,
now,
what's going
oh, that was worth wasting.
on? I tuned out now.
Balls.
Seacrest out.
Seacrest out.
Gaming
All right.
with whoever.
Yeah.
Gaming with James.
It's me. Yeah, is it really my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I'm playing this game. I got a
Hey,
question.
James, I ordered some games.
Did you?
Yeah.
Bob's got a question. Then.
Yeah, I got a
No, I
question.
want to hear your question.
I ordered.
you know my question's gonna suck.
I keep looking at every weekend. I go to Future Shop and I look at games. I'm like, holy smokes, they're expensive. And I look at the used ones. They don't have anything good. And then finally, I went to Amazon.com and I saw a bunch of games that were pretty cheap.
Yep.
Good idea.
Try eBay.
And so I ordered Batman Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
It was like $12.
Yeah.
Nice deal.
That's
And
a
I
good
got a couple of the Sports Connect games.
Yeah.
And I got some other game.
You've got to connect.
Couple
I do.
porn games.
I do. Yeah, I got a game. I can't remember what the other game is. Oh, Racing Forza
Motorsports.
Yes. Yeah, and that was.
Those pretty good choices. The only thing that make that better is Arkham City. If you like Arkham Asylum, you'll like Arkham City.
Okay,
That's a good one. I've been playing a new one called.
What about Arkham Origins?
Ooh, that one comes out very shortly. Should be very good.
Yeah, 1, 2,
Where
3,
you going?
get out there. He's gonna go for some booze.
Go get booze.
Are we done filming?
But yeah, Arkham's Origins should be good. Right now, I've been playing Saints Row 4. It's very fun. You play as the President of the United States, running around punching things in the balls, and no, you really do. And then these aliens take over, and you get superpowers. So it's pretty fun.
Cool.
Yeah, and then my favorite game comes out next week called NHL 14. So that should be amazing. Because now they have big hits with big fights.
Really?
So do they rip the heads off Grizzlies in that one?
No, this is a hockey game. Yeah.
Oh, that was football.
Anyways, yeah. So NHL 14 comes out, and then the biggest day of the year will be when Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out on September the 17th.
Wow.
And I am going to predict that it makes $1 billion in the first week.
Hey, Ken, how are you doing?
Yes.
You can't hear us.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I mean, Call of Duty made 700 something in the first week, so
It was so loud here we couldn't hear you. Sorry, your volumes are really low for some reason. I think I don't know.
Oh, I know what it was.
If it doesn't break $1 billion
Andy's
in the
figured it
first
out.
week, it'll break at least $1 billion in a month.
Wow, that's a
Really?
lot of cookies. A lot of cookies.
It'll be one of the very first games I think that'll crack the $1 billion.
I could buy a cell phone company with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else is new with games?
Microsoft has recently announced that.
Oh, of course.
No, I'm gonna get a drink.
Yeah, Craig definitely did. Let's just finish this off really quick. What's going on in gaming? And Unity has announced 4.3, which will be huge for gaming developers. It's going to be great. 2D engine, everything else like that. It's going to be sweet. The next thing that will be awesome. The other thing that's going to be awesome is Microsoft has announced that for the next 3 years they still are going to support the Xbox 360, even though the Xbox One will be out.
Oh,
so
cool.
Not everybody's going to have to switch over, and over 100 games are still going to come out for Xbox 360.
That's good to know.
So those are the two kind of big, awesome gaming things that have happened. Yeah.
Cool.
And I am beta testing a game.
Oh.
Really, for real. I'll tell you about it.
Are you allowed to talk? Yeah, I guess
No,
you're allowed.
I'm not allowed to talk about it until it goes into production.
But I do suggest if you are a female and you listen to our show and you've made it all this way, we really appreciate your patronage, and please direct your hate mail to bobgarlic@gmail.com. Just kidding. Anyways, you should totally download a game. It's called Everlove. It's for heterosexual female gamers. It's Harlequin romance for women. Interactive.
Oh, I am getting in this shit.
Yeah. It's really awesome, and you should really support it.
Just go download it.
Yeah, Everlove. So, yeah. Anyways, 150 episodes. Jesus.
Yeah, that's
Who
what
would
she
have
said.
ever thought that we would make it to 150? Like, I seriously did not predict this.
Takes a lot
I mean, we get people like Paul that come on the show, and Marcel, and
we got
Sanj and Bosco.
We got some famous people like Bonnie, who's got like Forbes top 20, top 50 overall.
I know. When
we
it all
got
started
the
out.
movie Maven and the Fanboy Diary guy. We got the laptop guy sitting in the corner.
Who would have known we made it 150 episodes?
Yeah.
Well, cheers to you, Andrew and Bob. Here's to 50 more.
Cheers. Yeah. Congratulations.
Woo.
So let's shut this fucker down.
Has anyone got any idea which that other black beer is? Is that for me or?
No, yeah. I'll take it. Yeah, I think it's my black.
All right, thanks for listening to episode 150.
50. Next show, 200.
Next show, it's 151, and that is Bullseye Triple 17.
What?
What?
What? I'm so confused. What? That's normal.
151.
Oh.
Very clever.
Bingo.
Later, Greg.
Oh, thanks for the sponsor. OK Springs.
Brew.
Master Black.
J-Lounge. They're better than OK.
J-Lounge. J-Lounge. Ken got it right.
Oh, J-Lounge. Well done. Okay, we'll send you a gift.
J-Lounge.
J-Lounge rules.
Yay, GTFO. I was screaming J-Lounge.